harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm moving my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. No contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. You, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. Quarantine, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
The real Gypsy Soul is in the house.
Bada bing, bada boom. Get over here. Get out of here.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I have dedicated today's show to my favorite green butt. May S, that butt's for you. Do you see that, May S? That's why we're talking about the green-eyed monster. Dedicated to May S, our favorite green Grinch, this butt. Let's see. Hey, Curiosity. I'll be listening while driving. Thank you for coming. There's May S. There she is. That butt's for you. I'm here getting ready to mow, says Pitbull Mama. I love mowing. Cut my big toe off doing it. I sure did. But I still enjoy cutting the grass. Daisy Joe says working and driving, but we'll be listening. Hey, Daisy Joe. She's so pretty. And Mr. Nice Guy. Uh-huh. Hello, Jimmy from the Bayou. Catch me some fish and send it up here. Hello, Lenny Carson. Good to see you. Sugar Pie. I was afraid you'd be asleep. I was going to send you the link, and I thought, man, I'm going to wake her up. She's going to be so mad at me. But I'm glad you're here, Sugar Pie. There he is, Mr. Nice Guy. Uh-huh. Can you see that green butt, Mayes? It's a big one. As Jimbo says, a big one. It's a big one. He cracks me up so much, man. Big one. Everybody goes, oh, no, 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 no. He's talking about grunters, man. If you are from Appalachia like we are, you get it when he starts doing that. Oh, no, no, no. It cracks me up, man. I love me some Jimbo, man. That makes me laugh. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. There's tattoos and unicorns. Good to see you. We're talking about jealousy today and all things green on behalf of May S. She encouraged me to go live, so here I am. Y'all put in chat if you tend to be jealous. 1, yes. 2, no. I'm a big one. I get jealous. I'm a very jealous person. Yeah. Jimmy. Y'all tell me, are y'all jealous? Do y'all get jealous? Hey, there's Chaotic Beauty. Tattoos and unicorns. You don't get jealous? Jimmy, hey. We love you, Jimmy. You don't get jealous. I'm jealous that you don't get jealous. Wow, that's heavy. That's deep. There's Mermaid says, ahoy, everyone. Swimming, but say hello. Hey. Everyone turns green. I do. I like green. It ain't easy being green. Some things I am, but some stuff don't bother me. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna drop a link if anybody wants to come down, and I'm going to tie this into some of the, y'all know I cover true crime. So I'm gonna tie this into these cases that are current right now, the Vallow Daybell and Letitia Stonk case, as well as other cases that this might pertain to. With Letitia, she was jealous of this child, Gannon. Definitely jealous. That's my opinion. We better put my little banner down there. My allegedlys. And, you know, I've been known to get jelly in my day. I have too, boy, and I've showed my, I sure have, man. I was jealous before I met my husband. I'm still jealous. Very. I don't think that it's an insecurity as much as it is us marking territory sometimes. And, you know, Ernie said one time that a little bit of competition is good. Okay, that's all fun and good in maybe your job, if it's sales, or maybe in a game of, sportsmanship. But it can be toxic, right? Jealousy is definitely a toxic trait, right? May I ask, hello, beautiful friend. My honey bought me a crystal Grinch while out on the road. Super cute. It makes me think of you. Oh, we all love May. Oh, hell no. I've only got jealous over boyfriend stuff. I would get jealous over lots of things, like the neighbor's yard if she had prettier plants than me. Or like the little lady at the church who makes a damn good pound cake. Or like my husband's ex-wife is a chef and she made a supposedly very good spaghetti sauce. I guess, you know, things like that I know that I can't accomplish, I'm probably jealous of. Or like things that would probably make me strive to do something better. I don't think that type jealousy is toxic. If it's making you strive to accomplish something or to improve or like, gosh, she let her eyebrows grow out, maybe I should type stuff. When I was 19, says Mermaid, I was jealous of my boyfriend, Marilyn Monroe Playboy. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. They gotta go. The Playboys gotta go. And you burned it. Hell yeah. Oh my God, it's worth, yeah. I don't care what it's worth. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, let me hide this so y'all can see me. Okay. Here we are. Hey. In these cases, though, it's to the point of Fatal Attraction. If you've ever seen that movie, there is a scene. Well, Fatal Attraction is about this relationship where a woman could not break up with this man. And it went to the nth degree of BS. And where she like even went and picked up their kid from daycare or something. And they start to involve the children with their jealousy, right? And like with Letitia, when her daughter was interrogated, or not interrogated, I guess you would say she was questioned on the stand. They asked her, did she enjoy her time with Gannon? And she said no, that she thought her mother felt he was difficult and that she didn't seem to enjoy him. And that, if a child looks like the ex, I've seen where they take it out on that child because it's a constant reminder of that relationship. And how can I do this in third person without doxing people? Let me go back up here. Let's see. She's saying, hey. Let's see. I'll ask where he got at a truck stop. I'm jealous of my sisters. They always got the boy I wanted. I was that sister. Yeah, I was that sister. And I was probably more popular and well known than my sister closest to me in age. We're 3 years apart. And I definitely felt some jealousy coming off her. She looked like my mother. I looked like my father, which is totally opposites. Blonde, blue-eyed, fair-skinned, petite. And I look Indian, black hair, black eyes, dark-skinned. And I'm 5'5", 5'6". I'm tall, a lot taller than her. As she would put it, statuesque. And my figure was like that when I was younger. And there was a lot of, I didn't want her to be jealous, but I definitely could tell that she was, and I hated it because I just wanted her to like me and give me a ride to school. She made me ride the damn bus, y'all. She wouldn't even give me a ride to school. And if I wore her pantyhose, she would make me take them off right there in the hallway, y'all. She would flip out. Take my pantyhose off now. I don't think mine is jealousy. I think mine is how I was raised, being told that I was no good. And when no one talked to me, I'd get jealous. Well, that's not true. Those were your parents projecting how they felt about themselves. We love you, Jimmy, and we're glad you're here. Jimmy from the back, no need to be jealous now, sweetie. That's right. We love you, and we're glad you're here. It always makes me smile when I see you come and chat, no matter where I am. And I saw you over at Dolly's last night, and I was like, there's somebody I know. I couldn't be in a jealous relationship with somebody. If it meant me being jealous, I'd rather be alone. Well, that's a relationship that I'm in. My husband being from the car business and in sales, he attracts attention because he's outgoing. And when he was younger, he had these piercing, pretty blue eyes and big, bright smile. And so women were drawn to him. And he has a kind, tender spirit about him. And so when they would come in and make their payment, I was like, I'll take that. I'll be taking that. Or they go, Mr. Ken, can I bum a cigarette? And that would make me so mad. I'm like, why aren't you bumming a cigarette from Mrs. Ken? And so, like, when he goes to the grocery store, I don't go with him because I'm going to get pissed off. It's the truth. After 20 years, he's lost teeth, lost hair. I still get jealous. You know, he's my honey. And, you know, I can yell at him and you know, say terrible crap to him, but they can't. He's mine. So, yeah, I still get jealous. But when I'm watching these cases, that is like a psychotic jealousy, right? I'm taking driving lessons now at driving school. Off to drive a motorcycle? That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Gypsy, you were a complete knockout. Oh, wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. When I was younger, huh? They always add that. Just kidding. When you were younger. Used to be. That's a song me and my husband sing to each other. I can understand that, Jimmy. I have a lot of trust issues because of my childhood and tend to think the worst of everyone. So sometimes, yeah, you mean suspicious? That's more suspicious minds. That's another thing. That's why I put that in the title as well. Suspicious minds, to me, can save you, right? If we are in a situation where our intuitions are going off, our red flags are going off, suspicious minds can protect us from a situation that, you know, we might not be able to get out of, right? So some degree of a suspicious mind, I think, is, you know, imperative for our, you know, to protect ourselves as if we were out in the wild, right? Just like my cat. You know, when people say, scaredy cat, my cat is so scared. But it's funny because his intuitions are going off, and then when I see what he's scared of, big damn cat over here, it's huge. I see, I get it. I get why he's so, you know, he looks paranoid, but he's not paranoid. He's being cautious. And suspicion can save your life, I think. Don't y'all think? If you get too lackadaisy in your everyday life and you take everything just in stride, things are going on around you. Like, you know, I was telling y'all about my father being a retired detective. And he told me one time, I can't remember where we were waiting. It was probably in the parking lot for my sister to get out of school. And he taught me to always be conscious of my surrounding, to not be, you know, la, 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 in my conversation with my girlfriends and, oh, and he's so cute. Ah. He taught me to look around and be cautious. And as I grew into my adulthood and I was a traveling sales rep for so long, that probably being suspicious of everything pretty much was definitely a survival mechanism for me. What do y'all think of that? Hello, everyone. I'm at work. Just wanted to show some support. Hey, okay, great. Thank you. You have a good day too. Tattoos and unicorns, same here. I think I'm more suspicious than jealous. I think that's probably me too. Like, what's the deal? Like right now, I'm convinced that the new neighbor is FBI. What other reason would she be living here? And the blacked out tinted SUV screams FBI. Yeah. Hey, MC. There's Smokey. Good to see you. I'm jealous that you live close to a good woman's store and I don't. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, my husband hates to go with me. I wish I had someone to go with. He hates to go. And my son is like, I'm not going in there. Do not make me go in there. He'll wait in the car. Okay. Okay. Hope you're okay. And that because you were talking about when you were hungry. That's okay. You knew I was just joking around. Yeah, my cat is like so suspicious of everything. Like I get it a new blanket or something. It's like, what'd you do that for? Oh, it's so good to see Smokey. Oh no, I'm proud of you. I just watched 4 other drivers and loose gravel. Yeah, and grass. Cut grass, right, y'all? Yeah, Pitbull Mama, don't be putting that grass out in the road, y'all. That's how motorcycles go down. Lay it down in a heartbeat. It can, but when you're suspicious or on overdrive, it can drive people away. Yeah, yeah. Well, that was definitely me in my youth. Like I overthunk to the point where I got on my own nerves. And it was like, when I finally went to a doctor for anxiety meds, it was like, I'll take all of them if I can just shut up. Right? Because, you're over analyzing this and then you overanalyze what you analyzed, right? But, in sleuthing and in true crime, it's important to be a little bit, but I think it can definitely be toxic. Hey, White Rabbit, good to see you. Oh, she's wallpapering. I love wallpaper. I really love wallpaper. And I like knotted pine. Do y'all like knotted pine? There's May's little fuzzy butt. Yeah, I like that name, Mr. Nice Guy. It's Michael Jackson. I had a neighbor. She was sort of a neighbor. She lived up the road. And she was convinced that this person that she's met online is Michael Jackson and that he is living incognito somewhere else. And y'all, man, y'all know this person's damn Nigerian. Right? Allegedly. Allegedly. Hey, Mo, good to see you. Now I'm happy. Puzzles, listening to talking to nice people. All right, I like puzzles too. I'm not very good at them, but I like them. You're the queen of overthinking. Oh, yeah, man. And then you overthink what you think. Right? Because I'm overthinking that. And then you overthink overthinking. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Yeah. And I really think sometimes I crash because my mind's been going so much. And they say that's ADHD with a little bit of OCD. And I really think that your mind can make you feel exhausted physically. Definitely. Yeah, we thought he should. And he did. We appreciate it. Hey, Vidin, good to see you. I was just talking to my llama earlier today. I gotta come dancing with you. By the way, do you have a request night? Just let me know if you have a request night. If y'all aren't subbed up to the den, she has a virtual bar to go hang out at. It's very cool. Yeah, all right. It's just her little fuzzy butt. Yeah, today's dedicated to her. I had where's it at? Yeah, dedicated today. All things green-eyed, right? That's for May. We love May. We're so glad you're here with us. And you didn't leave and go nowhere. Yeah. Scapegoat waving there. What is that? Brain never stops. Oh, ain't that the truth? And I take everything they give me, but it still doesn't stop. I mean, I'm still, if I didn't have this here to obsess about, my house would be clean, probably. Good to see you too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. There's this warm heart when I get such nice nicknames. And we love May. ADHD, OCD. Yes, yes. It can be a good thing when you're shopping. Right? Gonna get that deal. Hell yeah. As Benny would say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I have ADHD and my brain is dangerous. I know what you mean, girl. I know what you mean. Definitely. My husband likes to rock hunt, for gemstones. And when we first met, I had just, gone through some rehab and they got me on head meds. And I was coming off alcohol. And he took me to this gem mine, the one that I went to and showed you all. That was one of our first weekend getaways. And I remember sitting there literally, and hours flew by, and I had no idea how long I had been sitting there going through those rocks. And it was the most therapeutic plus earthing. And I thought, wow, there's other ways of coping with my BS besides alcohol and going home with a lampshade on my head and twirling my bra over my head. There were other things that I could do that were more productive than bar hopping and picking myself up off a bar floor. So he introduced me to that, and I thought that was like one of the best things for someone, or even a puzzle. That's a great thing to do. But yeah, I think that if you've never done that, definitely give it a try. If you do battle with OCD, I can do a request night. Yeah, if I have the song, I'll play it. Darn, what was the song the other night? I was gonna come in there and ask you to play it, and you would have been like, "Oh yeah, I've heard that song." It'll come to me. Damn, what was it? It'll come to me. Hey, Lips. You rock hunt too? I really love it, and it's a way to be outside, and to focus on something. I don't know. I can't explain it. If you've never done it, it's definitely something to. And then you go home with something. I want to say it was like $75, and they gave us one of those big, buckets, 5-gallon buckets full. And me, my husband, and my son all went. Y'all saw what we went away with. We definitely want to go back. But for me, it's therapeutic, definitely. Let me drop a link down there for you. Sarah, smile, smile. Oh, won't you smile a while for me, Sarah? That's why I do it. Yeah. Rock hunt. Is it really? I love it. I love it. Well, he got his stone today in the mail, and it's gorgeous. I think he did rose quartz. It's gorgeous. I got to post a picture of it. Hyper focus. Yes, it sure does, man. And like when I came off the road and I needed to do something that wasn't in corporate America, I got a part-time job, swear to God, at Panera Bread. And at first they had me on front line, and I was cutting the bagels, and they were shooting across the room, and they were like, okay, she can't do this. So they moved me down to where I was cooking the bagel, and I set my mitten on fire because my mind is, your mind, when you can't focus, you can't focus. I was getting overwhelmed and scared, I think, because the line was so long all the time. It was like Starbucks, right? So I caught my mitten on fire, And they were like, yeah, we should probably take her off the line and maybe put her back in the back. And they had me fill in the cream cheese. And then they said I was filling it too much and I was supposed to weigh it. So then they moved me to mopping the freezer. And I didn't know you were supposed to thaw it out first. And I got the mop froze stuck to the floor. So then they moved me to dishwashing. And they must have really liked me. I don't know. So they moved me to dishwashing, and where the water was warm on my arthritis hands, and the music was killer. They were always playing really good jazz music. I lost myself doing those dishes every night. I mean, I really decompressed from my day sales job that I had. I was totally decompressing washing those dishes. And it was like, I love this. This is awesome. I don't have to deal with people. It makes my hands feel good where they hurt. And it was sort of like a mental, I don't know how to say, a menial task that I could handle after being so overwhelmed with a sales job during the day. Y'all know what I mean? Like doing laundry. I don't know. What you laughing at, Sugar Pie? It takes my mind off. Yeah, exactly. And then it's like you can focus. I don't know. Mods, please. What happened? I love my mods. My mods got my back. Sarah baby. There are so many wonderful people here. I couldn't have intended to be anywhere else. Oh, we love you too. It's okay. I got it. I got you. I don't let none of that go on in here, Mr. Nice Guy. You good? I got you. You ain't got to go nowhere. They're all saying, hey, Sugar Pie. See, I did some fun, productive till 6 a.m. What'd you do? Oh, no. I want to know what you did. Was it laundry? Don't tell anybody it's laundry. Is she coming up? Did she get the link? Am I way behind again? Yeah, Sarah has a calming voice, doesn't she? I love Sarah. Hey, Tracy. Okay, I took care of it. It's okay, I took care of it. It's all right. I don't fun. Yeah, I do too. I love any Southern voice because I'm from the South. Now, Rabbit has a good Southern voice. I love that too. Somewhat. Yeah, I know why though. Yeah, I know what happened.
Oh boy. Hello?
Oh. I'm here. I'm just reading. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say hi to the people that said hi. I couldn't really type because I was carrying my dog.
Can y'all hear better now that I turned it up?
I think I'm gonna put my earbud on. I can hear good with that.
Yeah, I saw it, Sugar Pie.
I just saw some kind of hoopla. I'm gonna put my earbud in.
So have you ever gotten jealous in your lifetime of dating or jobs or whatever?
I mean, I was.
Are you there?
Oh, can you hear good already? I was
Are
putting
you
my
okay?
earbud in. Okay. I
I
would
can hear you now.
I would say yeah, I think it's part of normal human nature. I think all of us get some form of jealousy, whether, at some point in your life. So it's only natural, I think,
But
for
like in
different
these
reasons.
cases, um, if you've been following the Gannon and Letitia, she was jealous because like he looked like the ex.
Oh.
I think she felt like he was doted over, and
Mm-hmm.
she was stuck babysitting him all the time.
Oh, I see. Yeah. See, I don't know. I started watching some of the lives here and there, but not enough to know what's
Mhm.
going on. I feel like I'm kind of irritated that I missed the beginning of when it started because I have to say I don't really know what's going on. I just know that there was, some kids or a kid that she ended their life, and I don't really know when it happened or anything like that. I'm a little, I just don't know what's going on with that case. But that's
Yeah,
really disturbing and sick for a mom to be jealous. I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine it
I know,
personally.
and yes, you're right. She was a mom of her own. She did have kids of her own, and you're right. I mean, it, just a mother instinct. It's almost like we were born as nurturers to like be
Hmm.
teachers too. And that
Yeah,
would be like us not wanting to take care of a whole room full of kids, if you're a teacher. How does that work? She was a teacher.
that thing.
She
She
was a
was a
school
teacher.
she was a school teacher.
Wow, that's messed up. So was this her biological child
No,
or
she
stepkid?
babysat him. It was her stepkid.
Oh, oh, okay. I thought it was
Rabbit
her.
says she's a big old piece of cornbread.
That makes
I
it
love
even more
that.
insane.
I know. I mean, she's a school, and they, hopped around a little bit. Well, actually, a lot. And I'm wondering, well, what happened, and because of how she did it, I'm wondering how, did she like do stuff, along the way? Because she was like, we got to get out of here. We got to move. We got to leave Myrtle Beach. Why you got to leave Myrtle Beach? We just got to move. We got to go. We just got to go. And it kind of makes you wonder. And then,
Hmm.
like, they said that her husband that she was married to before Gannon's had passed. And when they asked, how did he pass? Several versions come out of Letitia, and one of
Oh,
them was ODing on hydrocodone, and
oh,
hydrocodone was in Gannon's system.
oh, that's
So
very
that is
sketchy right
an
there.
MO of hers.
Are they going to be looking into that, or are they
I
already
hope so. That's going to be another Murdaugh. I just know it. There's going to be
That's
a
very telling
ton.
right there.
Yeah.
That's coincidence. You be the judge. I say no. That's messed up.
But like
Where's she?
when we have suspicious minds here as sleuthers, that's a little different because it's like protecting us, and we're like seeking knowledge for our own protection. And I think that it's healthy to have some, like you said when you came up, to have some form of suspicion and some form of jealousy as a precautionary measure for your own survival, right?
Oh yeah, and I think some people have it more than others. More like that sense, like to watch out for others, almost like you're on guard all the time,
Hmm. An
depending on
empath.
how you. Yeah, Yeah, and depending how you grew up and everything, I think that plays a role in how you are as an adult and how you view the world and how you analyze or overanalyze. Because I do. I know I have a problem doing that, but it's almost like a safety mechanism because I feel like all the time I'm in high alert all the time and it gets exhausting,
Yeah.
but I'm always ready for something to happen because it's almost like your body's natural defense of not being disappointed because you're expecting it all the time. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Now, when you decompress from that, I bet you sleep like a rock, don't you?
Well, I got 4 hours last night, but that's only because I had to do some paperwork that I put off.
Like, do
But
you feel it in your body when you're
oh
on
yeah,
high? Yeah,
oh yes,
it's
yep.
like you deflate, don't you?
Oh, it affects me. Yeah, it
Yes, so
does.
nice guys you are. Please, no more squabbling. Thank you.
Who's squabbling? Let me see. By the way, hi to
Uh,
everybody that said hi to me. We squabbling?
um, I think they said that Lips had come in and
Oh yeah,
there
I
was,
saw that.
so I
Saw
went ahead and
something.
took care of it.
Yeah, I saw something. I just didn't know what happened.
And then she came in her backup account, and I took care of it again.
Oh, I didn't know she had one.
Yeah, I'm not going to have drama on my channel. If she's got issues with people, just take care of it on her channel or over there.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what was posted today, but they said that she was threatening
I mean,
Jody Sue.
I can't help but to answer you because you said that. I watched it and I mean, I don't want to say it to be mean or anything, but my own take on it, just looking at two people and from an outside objective, I tried to think of it and it did look like it to me, and I did share it because I mean, I don't know why, but I did see it. Yes, to me, it looked like one. No, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I've always been nice. I think
Look
I've
like
been nice to her.
when what? Being mean about what? You're not making a complete
No,
sentence.
I'm saying that it did look like a threat to me, and I'm not trying to be mean to Lips. It did look like a threat to me. I
Who
tried to
put a
look at it
threat up?
objectively. It looked like Lips did threaten Jody Sue, and I'm not trying to be mean towards Lips. Just from an objective view, that's what it looked like to me. Yes.
Okay, well, hopefully that'll all get worked out over there, and it'll not be
Well,
a problem.
I mean, yeah, I feel if it whatever happens happens, but Jody Sue did say she was going to the police, so whatever happens happens. You know, what can you do?
They always say that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I see you, Tennessee Rose. I've been trying for weeks to get in chat.
I found where she was blocked today.
Oh,
I don't know why my husband didn't see it, but it was buried among a lot of troll accounts.
yeah, they
So
can be buried.
yeah,
Yep.
I did see it, Tennessee Rose, today. So sorry it took me so long to finally find. But I do have a lot of accounts blocked because
That can make it worse.
I don't do the BS. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I just don't like trolls in my chat. I like people in my chat that talk
Yeah.
to me. You know? Let's see. I love my bonus children. I've not carried them under my heart, but in my, I understand that. And if you're a teacher, you know, you're already supposed to know how to accept people that aren't yours, right? Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, people are putting their trust in you to send their kids to school. You know, you're supposed to be nurturing, teaching.
I'm
I mean,
glad
that's
you're
your
here,
job.
Tennessee Rose.
You love children. That's why you went to school to be a teacher.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
think
I don't know. I mean,
it's not for everyone, so that's kind of weird. It makes it more perplexing to me.
yes, we see you. Hey, finally. I found you buried. You were next to it was some sex bot because it was SST, and then there was something after that as XXX. So she was in between those.
Hmm.
And I picked it up. So if you were, you know, just scanning through it, you would have just seen the sex bots and not really paid attention to the Tennessee Rose in between.
The more you have blocked, the harder it's going to be to find people, specific people. I understand that.
Been trying for weeks ago. Got you here. We got you here. Yay! In other words, I didn't destroy my underbelly. Okay. Yeah, no drama. That's why I don't keep. That's why I block trolls. I mean, you know, all they do is come in and harass you anyway. You know,
Is what
I
it
want
is.
real people in here that are going to talk to me. Give me some brain food. All this drama that's day in and day out, I feel dummied down.
Yeah, it can get exhausting.
I've slept hard for days. And I Googled today, does the barometric pressure have any bearing on whether you feel fatigue or not? And it said yes. And it's been
Mhm.
really cold here again. How about you up there?
I think cold and rain does it for me personally, and it's a little damp. Not too bad. It's better than yesterday, but yeah,
If you could
definitely.
remember the name of it, Knee Pats, I'll send it to you. She
Let's
said, I'm
see.
jealous of Gypsy because she lives in the area I did for a short period of time. And I bought the best barbecue sauce there, but I can't remember the name of it. I always buy Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, definitely, Tracy. I feel like I'm dummying down. I'm just gonna pay some more attention to my own channel and not get so wrapped up in because I want to be like true crime and other social issues. I really didn't want to fall into it, the drama
Mhm.
genre, and here we are.
It sort
We
of
kind
just
of
happens.
it did because
Sucks you in.
I followed my friends and not necessarily
Mhm.
the plight maybe. Trying to remember, it was delicious. It came in a glass bottle barbecue sauce. Could be
Oh, there's
anything.
so many of them.
Hmm. Gypsy, I've slept like mad all yet. Oh, me too. It's definitely not like me at all. Me either. I think that we're letting go of some stress there, Sugar Pie. I really do. And if you are feeling any changes in weather over there that's really dramatic, uh, we are here, and it should be like 80 degrees, and it's been in the 50s and 60s during the day, and freezing at night, and that's just not like the
I know.
Carolinas.
We had a week of 80, 85, and I'm like, oh, it's here to stay. It just hit us with a bang. Spring is
I know.
here.
I
Summer's here even, and then
sleep
all of a
like
sudden
a
it goes away. What happened?
I
Come
don't
back to
know.
us. Come back to us.
I know because I'm solar energized, man. I am
Yeah.
totally solar energized. If it's dark outside, I don't care. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got my
No,
pajamas on.
I know.
If it is dark outside, I have got pajamas on.
That's the worst part of the winter for me, the dark early. That makes you just want to sleep. And let's see,
Yeah,
what
we
do we
went
got
from
here?
bikinis to hoodies again. We got hoodies on again.
There legitimately was people on the beach in their bathing suits while I was tromping around in my boots. And I'm like, all right, now
Look,
it's
Florida, it's
56
89.
degrees.
Look at that. In
56.
Florida, it's 89, and you got 56.
56, and it was in the 80s. So, like, was it the week before last? No.
Yeah, I know.
What a little tease that was.
Well, this is what me and my friends say. Now, I've got my allegedly up there. I feel like they're messing with our weather. And I'm going to play a video for you so you understand why I feel that way. Okay, this is
Yeah.
my own local news station that shared this, and I hope I haven't thrown it away.
Okay, let
I
me
was
shut
cleaning
my
out
chat
my
off.
phone. Please tell me I didn't dump it today. Shit. I did, didn't I? I'm going to pull it up this way. I know what I'll do. I had to make room on my phone today, and
Oh,
or
I
it
gotta
wouldn't.
do that.
CW. Let's see. You won't believe it. Well, I mean, you might believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, no wonder. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Ken, did I send you that video about BioMate?
You told me about it. I don't know if you sent it.
Hang on, I'm looking for it real quick.
No.
Shoot. Where is it? It was on my local news. There's a lot of farmland here in North Carolina, and they were talking about how this is so wonderful because they have come up with a way to make bio-generated meat so that we no longer have to kill cows.
Yeah, I won't be eating that.
You're not going to have a choice. And that's how they were describing it. And like this weather, you're not going to be able to grow your own. I was listening to Southern Girl, but I didn't want to depress her by playing this to her.
It seems like the smart path, though, like what she's doing. I mean, that's what I've been
They're
thinking
not
for a
going
while.
to let her do that. They will not let you do that. You just wait and watch. They're not going to let us grow our own food. Bet me. And if I could find this, they were talking about, because they don't want animals slaughtered, period. They want that to be a thing of the past.
Well, that's going to be a problem for people that actually go out and hunt their own food.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's going to be a thing of the past.
Since the beginning of time, because that's what my family
The best
does.
way I could describe it was, do you remember on the Jetsons when they go up to the refrigerator and they say, refrigerator, I want a hamburger, and then it spits out this pill and it's a hamburger? That's pretty much what it's going to be like. Yes, Daisy Joe. Here comes some people in chat that know what I'm talking about. Exactly. And Sugar Pie, you know what I'm talking about. They call it seeding, weather seeding. Anyway, not to get off on that, but I have a lot of photos. Of them spraying. Yeah, and the way that they're buying up all of our farmland, I mean, they're going to make it so that we can't grow our own or slaughter our own or process our own. And we're just sitting around here worrying about Mama T. I mean, and this is what's happening in the real world while we're over here worrying about, Yeah, Sugar Pie said it's cloud seeding. It's also called geoengineering. What do y'all think of? Yes, Daisy Joe, there it is. HAARP. So, I'm so glad y'all know what I'm talking about, because some people don't. Some people are just in la la land about this stuff. Can you nuke this or give me a fresh cup, honey?
Yeah.
Ring your bell.
Can we ring it?
Yeah, I have a special affinity for the bell ring. Yep. Thanks.
We were talking about jealousy, honey, and I said I got jealous over you. I ran the neighbor lady off.
I love that story because I can picture it totally.
Started talking like Rain Man.
She's like, just don't say that out loud. I know. You go your way, I go my way. I know.
I would love to see a good gypsy flip out on the neighbor. I would love that.
Go now, go. It's my husband.
Get off my man.
Well, her roommate died at Christmas, and so she's over there all alone. And every time he would leave to go to the store, she was, can I get a ride? I was like, hell no. Get back in your damn house. You cannot sit in my seat. No. You know what I mean? I'm
True
Mrs.
story,
Kim.
y'all. That's a true story.
I am Mrs. Kim, damn it. Do y'all get
Stedman
like
verified.
that?
Oh, man.
He's like, why do you get? I'm this old man. What the hell? I'm like, because you just don't know thirsty women. Am I right, y'all? Am I right? Thirsty women, they don't care. I mean,
Gotta
the
protect your
pickings
man.
slim out here. The pickings is slim out here. Oh, man. Here's a message from Dad about our trip. Looks like they've changed dates on us. That's why I told you to send him an itinerary.
Don't tell your people all that stuff.
Wow, that's a long. You better read it all. Don't reply. Okay, sorry about that. That'd help. So, do you have any funny stories about being jealous in high school or in adolescent years?
Well, there was a chick that was trying to, I had heard through other people that she was trying to steal my man. So I put out the word that I was gonna beat a biatch, and
So you pulled the
I was-
gypsy.
I did. I have a little thing where I have an occasional Sarah freak out, and I saw her at McDonald's, and she started approaching my car, and this is back in the day, when I was like a teen or something. You know what I mean? Like, and my man's all stoned, and he's just like, oh no, he saw her, he saw the eye contact, and he's like, she's like, don't do anything, and she's there. She comes to the car. Hi, Sarah. So I heard you wanted to kick my ass. And I just looked her dead in the eye and I said, actually, I do. Just like that. And her whole face just dropped. She turned pale. My man's just shoving French fries in his mouth because he's stoned and trying to block it out of his mind. Like, oh my God, I'm just going to eat these fries for safety. But yeah, it almost got ugly for a minute. But I mean, there's other things like that. But I'm sure if I think
I
about
have a
it.
McDonald's story. Oh,
Yeah.
Pappy's. Okay. I bet there's a lot of places that have. This is actually where T.W. Gardner is at Nepats, the home of Texas Pete. So there's a lot of sauces here, lots of sauces. But yeah, I've got a McDonald's story about beating a bitch, just like you.
He's just trying to block it out, shoving fries in his mouth like that's gonna make it all go away. Nope. I'm looking at all my sauces right now because I think I'm wondering if sorry about the noise. Is it Stubbs?
She said it's Pappy's right here.
Oh, she remembered it. Okay.
Yeah, she said it's called Pappy's.
All right, there we go.
Now Slappy's just reopened, and I shared that on my community page. Nepats, go check out what that chicken looks like. I want to try that. That sauce looks good. I'm gonna go over there and try. You do like Texas Pete? Awesome. Well, there's lots of restaurants in town that have different types of derivatives of that sauce. So, yeah, I've been watching Doug and Stacy Living Off Bread. Great channel. They always have about 10,000 people watching. They keep up with the stuff. That's fantastic. I will definitely sub up to that, Doug and
I
Stacy.
feel like I
Living Off
subbed to
Bread.
that channel because you use Daisy actually. I haven't seen them in a while though.
Forget. Is y'all got the link? You can drop it, Daisy, if you can, so I can find it. We can go on together with suspicious. My brother-in-law lives in Winston, but he never brings me anything. What? There used to be a care package that you could get, probably still is, at the visitor center, and it would give you a sample of everything that's from Winston: the Moravian cookies, the Krispy Kreme donuts, the Texas Pete, the Planters peanuts, Hanes hosiery, the Sara Lee cake, what was the Flowers Bakery pie? What's it called? B&G pie. And it was neat, and I would send it down to my son that lived in Charlotte. Hey, friends, just stopping in. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, so like when that happened to me at McDonald's, I'm in the I'm on a double date with my best friend, and she had a brand new 1985 T-Bird, or it was not a Trans Am, it was a Firebird, and it had the T-tops that pop out. And we were standing up in the T-tops in the back seat, hooping and hollering and being stupid teenagers. And they cut us off in front of us, this couple. And the guy gets out, and he is with a, what do you call it, a prosthetic leg. And they're our age, but they went to a rival school at where Ken went. They went to a rival school. And I'll never forget, I've got her teeth marks still on my arm where she bit me.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, they cut us off. And when we go into the restaurant, I'd have no idea why she picked me. She comes up to me and she taps me on the arm like this. She's pointing, poke. I'm going to kick your ass outside. Come outside. I'm going to kick your ass outside.
Come on with it.
Come on. And I don't know why I felt, sassy. And I turned around and I said, why? Can't you kick my ass inside? It's a hot day. It's summertime. And she did hit me. She hit me and gave me a black eye. Somehow she got a hold of my arm and bit my arm and pulled my new bracelet off. And then I got on top of her, straddling her, and I was doing, shaking her hair like this. And because we grab hair and pull it, with girls in my hand. And then, like, my best friend, she tackled the guy. And the guys that we were on a date with were going, sweep the leg. And they were eating French fries.
That's one of my moves. The sweep the
They
leg.
were over there eating French fries. And Terry, Samuel, and Misha coming. I wish they would come on panel. But and they were saying, when I got hit in the eye, my black eye, they were going, Adrian. But they banned me from that. It's not there anymore. It got turned down. You lived in Sandy Ridge. No kidding.
You got banned.
Yeah, I did. I got banned from that McDonald's. But they tore it down. So I sure did, man. That was so fun. I think I was like 16. The girl that bit my arm's name was Kelly Grayson. Yep. So I never saw her again. But I'll tell you a funny story. I had to go to summer school at her school. And so my best friend, she was rich, and her dad had this Cadillac with blacked out windows. And she was like, Daddy, you got to let us borrow the Cadillac. She'll get beat up. And they gave me a stun gun to take with me to class.
Oh, shoot. Nice.
I was so scared this girl was going to attack me again. But I never saw her again. But my
You came
best
with
friend,
weapons.
she would pick me up in the Cadillac and the windows would be half mast like I'm J.R. Ewing, It was so funny, man. I just knew she was going to jump out of the bush and get me again. And then I went to a bar one time when I was going through my divorce, and the girl was blonde. I've got brunette hair. And my husband was seeing a blonde at the time. And so it just triggered me. And I dove off the damn dance stage at her and straddled her and tackled her and was doing her hair like this again, And they were like, you're banned from here. And I was like, I don't care.
You get kicked out of everywhere.
Worth it, yeah. Right. And
Now I see why you're.
I was really
Now I see why you moved. You're banned everywhere.
Yeah, Sugar Pie, you see why I had to take the lampshade off my head and just go with him to go rock hunting and do something normal? And, you know, it was too much. That's so funny, though. I've done some really stupid stuff being jealous. I mean, I've done some really stupid stuff being jealous. Oh, here's May's butt.
Let's see.
She said it makes her happy.
Nice. That looks fluffier than ever. Look at how plump
Yeah.
and juicy.
See, it's the same butt she's got,
It looks more plump, doesn't it?
does it?
Look at that gluteus maximus.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
That's some big glutes.
Yeah, today's show is dedicated to May's butt.
I just love how she took that sticker and made it her profile too. I love it. I wish all the channels had her sticker. I think all the channels should have the same sticker because I go to use it sometimes and it's not there. It's a little disappointing.
I told her last night, I said, I see your butt and I raise you a nice, sexy pair of legs and I put SpongeBob's up there.
He's got some like pretty skinny legs.
Oh,
So
man.
sexy. Great ass.
I liked this guy one time, and I guess I was about 19. We were out of high school, and he lived way out in the country and had gone to a school out there. So I didn't know anybody out there, and I really didn't know which house was his, but my sister was egging me on. And she's like, I know what you should do that'll make him like you. And now that I look back, she was probably laughing her butt off at me, my sister. She's like, you should get him an Easter basket and leave it on his porch Easter Sunday. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I got this Easter basket full of candy and whatever. And the card says it was an Easter bunny. And it said, are you after me or just my eggs?
Oh.
So,
Oh man. Oh boy.
So I go up there. She's like, well, it's not really going to be from the Easter bunny if you don't leave it early in the morning. So I'm falling hook, line, and sinker for this crap, right? I'm like, okay, I'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drive all the way out to this house. I think is his house, and drop off this damn basket.
I think.
Right? I do it. I go, and his dog chases me. His neighbor's dog chases me, wakes up the whole neighborhood.
Oh shit.
And he later called me and told me, he goes, yeah. I said, how did you know that it was me and that I had done that? He goes, well, because my neighbor called me and said, son, the Easter Bunny's here to see you.
The Easter Bunny.
I was so embarrassed, man, that those dogs were chasing me I was booking it to my car.
That sounds like a scene
And
in
I
a
was
movie.
I was like, this is not a good idea. You know? I bet my sister was just like, you dummy. I can't believe you did that. Oh,
Challenge
man.
accepted.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I don't think we ever dated after that. I bet he
did
thought stalker, right?
Yep, he didn't get your eggs.
Yeah. She said, hell no, I don't lay eggs. Hey, Forever Young. That's funny. I've really humiliated myself several times trying to
Oh
get
yeah.
it
You're reminding me of a lot of things.
Sorry.
No, I had fun.
Well, tell us about it.
I'd rather not.
You can put
just
it in
remind-
third person. You can say my
Nah, you
sister did this.
No, you're just reminding me of all the old adventures. You know, hanging out with llamas and all kind of weird random stuff, you know.
Yeah, so like when I went and got my ID and then I fill it all in and I verify who I am, then you apply for payment, and it's like you haven't met your threshold yet. You haven't.
I
paid
don't
enough.
understand that.
We
I was
don't
totally
cut
confused.
checks that small. I guess I don't know.
So let's say it takes you 3 months to make that amount of money. Does YouTube refuse to pay you until you make that much money, or do
I
they
don't
just keep
know.
it?
Me and Ken are still trying to figure it out.
I'm hoping it rolls over. That's what I'm saying. Or do they just take your money? Because that's kind of screwed up. Maybe somebody else
I
knows.
think they give you so many weeks. Like I want to say, like your 4 weeks.
Mhm.
You start all over every month. That's my thought. Is that
Well,
true,
that would
Ken?
mean
You
they would
start
that
over every month.
they would
Yeah,
take your
so,
money.
You have to pay $6 in order to get paid, brother. You haven't hit that yet.
I would
Thank you,
think it
Beth
rolls
Dutton.
over. I would think it rolls over.
Just wanted to let you know that just because I have backed away from everything along with Dove and so I still love you, ladies. We love you too, Beth.
You too, Beth.
Yeah, I follow her on other I love her like family, man. She's an awesome lady.
Yep, I agree.
Pretty too. I like people with style. She's got style.
Yep,
Her hats and all. I love that. Hey, Chris.
she's sassy.
Like your son. Super sticker for $4.99. That was awesome. Thank you very much.
right when we're talking about it, that's good timing. Well, I hope you're not going nowhere, Beth.
Yeah, we really, she is. She's fantastic. She's one of those people that you feel comforted when you see them in chat. When all hell is breaking loose.
Yeah, you make it fun.
Like, you know what I mean? She does. Calms the storm. Okay, so tell us a story about your sister.
You have style. My sister?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
gee,
I said to put your story in third person.
Oh,
and say it happened to your sister.
Man, I wouldn't really know where to start, but have you ever picked up hitchhikers?
Unfortunately, yes. Yes.
Just wondering.
Yes.
I mean, it's not really smart. I would never do it. I can't believe, like, it's a different time. Like, I can't even imagine, like, me having a child that picks up a hitchhiker in this day and age, you know what I mean? But I did it. I don't know what I was thinking. But, it's like, were you scared when you did it? I wasn't scared.
I was usually with someone, that thought it was a good idea, like usually my husband.
Yeah.
Like when our town is sort of like 20 years ago, it was still semi kind of small. So I don't know, you kind of know everybody. And when you see someone walking with a gas can, you think, well, gee, if I ever break down and need a ride to get gas, it's pay it forward, right? So he tries to do things like that, but we've run into situations where we wished we hadn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just did the person I picked up. I warned them as soon as they got in that I had a large knife, and they didn't really talk much. It's kind of awkward, but I did warn them, that I was packing my knife. Oh, Beth is correct about that. I just saw the highlighted comment. I'm a little shocked about it myself, and I hope when everything's all said and done.
I didn't know that anyone was doubting her.
I feel like there is a lot of that, and it's mainly in one particular chat. When you read the comments and everything. I've seen some of the comments from the live. How could I put this? It's a little it's more than disheartening. All I can do is hope that the thing I can do the most is when I see people. There are some times where I can't shut my mouth where people say like things like, "Why don't she do this? Why don't she do that?" I can't help but I'm always gonna keep saying like, just use your own minds, people. Like nobody knows what she's doing off YouTube. You're not with her. You're not in her house. You have no right to just assume you know what she's doing. Nobody knows what she's doing behind the scenes. Will people please just remember that before they talk about it? Just wait and see how it pans out. If she's doing something, she can't talk about it, and it's her business, and she doesn't have to tell YouTube if she doesn't friggin' want to. If it happens, it happens, and we'll find out eventually. Just leave it alone now. Try to choose your words carefully. It's hurtful to, you know.
I could not believe that there was
It-
any. I couldn't
dis-
believe it.
It is
thirst.
disgusting. It's disgusting, all right.
The thirst. Thirsty.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And I don't know what this person does for them. Like, is it part of the fantasy? They don't want to lose the person they thought was their perfect person. But why does it turn into a bash fest against a woman when they weren't there? You know, there's 3 recorded admissions. Like, and even if you know, I can see you were close to the person or whatever, but to go on there and say some of the things are just hideous. Nobody has been in her particular situation. All of our situations are different. We are all going to react differently. Just because she didn't do what you would do doesn't mean she's any less of a person. And you don't know what she's doing, you know? Just think of that before you speak, I would say.
Mm.
I just see it all the time. It's pretty hideous. And I think she's pretty strong from what I've seen.
She should team up with Kemper and you know, hearing it firsthand from 2 survivors, 1 male, 1 female, isn't that powerful?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they look good.
And Beth, you're a good advocate for her too.
Your test, what test?
Test?
It says right here, May, your test.
Oh, something for
Oh, yeah, okay. For the motorcycle license. Let's see. Me and Smoky Mountain Mama are planning a girls' weekend getaway to go to Texas and pick up Dove and enjoy the time together. We're 3 Southern women from different generations that is fantastic.
That's
I bet
cool.
y'all are gonna have a ball. Oh, y'all should go to
generations.
Corpus Christi or St. Padre Beach. Some people amazing. That was part of my territory.
I hope you do some video documentary, sort of like record it, you know, maybe like kind of like a blog type thing. That would be cool for
That
everyone
would
to
be
see
cool.
after, of
Oh,
course, so nobody tries to call people and ruin your trip, of course, you know, because they would.
San Padre Island is nice. My husband is so nervous because it has snowed so much here. Yikes. I might be a hot weather person after all. The older I get, the more.
I haven't got much snow this year again. It's weird. The ticks
But I
are really bad.
heard, like,
Yeah.
my carpal
It's still
tunnel
cold.
arthritis, it hurts, man. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, before I got on here, I was unable to chat at first because I was actually, you know, carrying my dog, and I had just got an order from Amazon. I didn't realize they had braces for dogs, and I was trying it on and everything, and it seems to be a good fit, so I hope it works out. Who knew? They have me. I was thinking about, you know, calling the vet and seeing if I could wrap it or something like that, you know, to help with his limping, and they actually sell dog knee braces. I think it's inevitable. I think he's going to end up needing surgery, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Oh,
That's Norway, though, right? Is it Norway that you're talking about?
sounds like a damn cool place.
Yeah, I think Mayes lives in Norway.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's why, Beth. That would be Switzerland, right? Like Switzerland?
Thanks, Truth Hurts.
Would you like a Switzerland? Is that how y'all talk? May, did I get it right this time? May, where'd you die, Caesar?
Oh, 48 hours of snow, hail to the no. Oh, he's been hurt for, I took him to the vet. He's got they were wondering what happened to his knee. They were puzzled by his x-ray, so they sent it to an orthopedic, and it turns out, what's the word? It's the ACL, unfortunately.
Oh,
He's got a real bad limp. It's already been a week. He's on medications. I'm to finish the Rimadyl and then reassess the situation after that. But
she said
it
it's been
doesn't.
snowing for 48 hours.
That's hell. That sounds like hell.
She said, try it again. Where'd you die, Caesar? Yeah, streusel? Streusel? Is it streusel or strudel? Where'd you die, apple strudel? We did this last time I was live and you weren't here. She's like,
At least I got my food done. She's making dinner.
I'm cooking a chicken I love chicken casserole.
I made some chicken cordon bleus yesterday. Well, it had ham, cheese, and pepperoni I put in it.
That sounds good. You're a good cook, huh?
Well, I had pepperoni available, so I'm like, I like to experiment. Oh, this taste in there.
Do you ever videotape what you make?
No, I haven't. Never thought of it.
I would like to know how to make those meatballs you make, because I don't know how.
Oh, damn. The ones I've been making are pretty good, but I've been using ground chicken because of the cholesterol problems in the house. But
does it taste good?
It tastes. I got it to where it tastes almost just like beef. You can't even really tell. It's so good that you. Yeah, it's a little lighter on the stomach, I guess you could say, but you don't get that heavier feeling. So Norway is not
Danish? Norway is not Danish? What do they sound like in Norway? They don't eat streusel. Let's see. Will it do it on Google?
Yeah, thanks, Beth. Just the visit I just had was $400 because of the X-rays, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot for the surgery if I have to have it. $400. Shirtless.
Du sa Tor Oskar Lars, men det heter Tor Lars Oskar.
So that's how it sounds? She says it sounds English.
Be right back.
Okay. Oh, that's a commercial. Just a minute.
No, I didn't say so because we did that on the request. The pound is down at 20% at €1.33.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit like my streusel. I need some new, easy. Yeah, me too. I need something different. Yeah, and Sarah makes these meatballs homemade. And I was thinking about making one and then squishing it into a green pepper. Because I've never had stuffed green pepper and I love green pepper. I mean, I really like green pepper.
Oh, I do those a lot. I do peppers
ya?
a lot too. Yeah, I usually make a large batch of the filling and then I'll put the portions to make enough for like 4 or 5 peppers, and then I'll bag that up and then make like about 3 of those bags and keep them in the freezer so that when I want to make one serving, which would be like I call 4 or 5 peppers, then I already got the meat and filling in the freezer and I just pull it out and it's all ready to go. I just have to what do you call it? I can't even think of the word where you boil the peppers for a minute and then throw it in the ice water. Blanch? Is that the word? I just do what I do. I think it's called blanching.
She said Forever Young casserole is. I'm gonna Google that. I want to try those stuffed peppers though, because I've never had one, and I know I would like it because I love.
Yeah, and I do tons of cheese and sauce too because I like sauce and cheese.
I some new ideas. I hate.
I know.
Same old.
Sometimes you get to a it's almost like cooker's block, like writer's block, because you feel like, what can I even make? I mean, I've been there before too. Like you get bored.
So the Forever Young is a cheesy, beefy macaroni casserole. Wow, that looks good.
Never heard of that. It just makes me think of the song on Napoleon
Now,
Dynamite.
Another one I want to do is the is sugar pie. What is it called? The shepherd's pie. Sugar pie. Do you know how to make that shepherd's pie? I think that's from your area there.
Oh yeah.
Stuffed bell pepper is one of
I
my
don't really ever
easy
think of
weekday-
doing that.
Ooh.
It
Said
can be
easy.
quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. My husband
Especially
doesn't
if
like
you have
pepper, but I
stuff.
do.
What about red? Does he like the other colors? The green ones are
No.
stronger, but the other
He
ones are
doesn't like
sweeter.
vegetables. He doesn't
Oh.
like vegetables.
Well, you could scoop the filling out.
Now tell me how to make shepherd's pie, sugar pie sometime, because I want to make that like authentic. I'm pretty sure that they use is it lamb sugar pie or is it beef?
Well, I've never
Minced
done it with lamb.
potato on top. Okay.
I do the beef, potato, and corn, but I just haven't done that in a while.
Beef, potato, and corn. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought it has 3 ingredients. I thought it's 3.
And then you do
but-
cheese on top. You're making Chinese tonight. What you mean?
Jeez.
Shepherd's pie is yummy. That's like a dish for a winter's, long winter's nap.
Yeah.
So mincemeat with potato on top, and then cheese, right?
Some people do a
Getting
little toasted
hungry.
cheese on the top. I know we're talking a lot about food.
Well, I would like to get some new recipes like that, especially since we're all from around the world.
That's true.
Because like Scandinavian cooking is a lot of fish, like salmon and that kind of thing, right, May? And that's good. You ever watch the Scandinavian cook on TV? I have. Yeah, I love taco salad too, but we eat tacos 5 nights a week. My son loves tacos. I do. Oh, you put lentils instead of meat.
Lentils.
I want another cup.
Well, it's got me a refill too.
Or chaotic. He goes, ring the bell. My shepherd pie is easy. Well, give me some of these recipes. And I want to make, I want to try shepherd's pie. I want to try to make soft shell crab too. Because it looks good. Well, I'll make you chicken noodle soup and I'll have soft shell crab. Homemade chicken noodle. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I
Yep,
do that too.
I like that.
Just because to fight off damn.
I believe in the power of the chicken, to keep away the illness. One of my favorites, all the soups and stews. I do like a kale soup. I could just eat that every night.
Salmon is not Norwegian. Okay, what is it y'all have over there then? If not salmon, I would assume y'all got some fish. I might need a map. I might not know where. I might not know where the hell you are. I wasn't very good in geography. I just needed to know how to get to the mall. I didn't listen to anything else. Oh, here's a recipe, honey. Mix French onion soup, mix into the meat. Spread it in the bottom of the casserole pan and bake alone. Mix your mashed potatoes separate and lay over the top. Oh, my husband would eat that because it's meat and potatoes.
Mhm.
My husband would eat that. I need you to get this recipe, honey.
You could even crock pot other beef in the or put beef in the crock pot to break it down too with that. If you can, I mean, if you like those packets of that, then you can spread it and rebake it. You can even bake it in a pie, like a literal pie shell, like an old fashioned beef pie, like those old cooking shows you post sometimes.
Which one are you having, Daisy? I like shepherd's pie too. Sugar pie.
Man, now I'm getting hungry. Now I want to make
There's a
biscuits
good
and shit.
there's a good Irish restaurant called Re-Ra's. It's actually a bar too, in downtown or uptown Charlotte called Re-Ra's, Rira, and they have live music. It is the total experience, Ireland experience, and they have very good shepherd's pie. If anyone is ever in Charlotte, cod. I love cod. You can do
Interesting.
so much with cod. Yeah, I like cod. That's really good for when you're dieting because it's versatile.
I like the flounder myself.
Sister sherbet rolls go well with it. Oh, this sounds good. So she makes a salad and she makes rolls and she makes this shepherd's pie. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go screenshot that.
I'm a fan of rolls, bacon rolls and stuff like that. I like breads.
We've tried the bread machine, I don't know how many times, and it never works out. And he always gets mad and throws it away. I don't know what we're doing wrong, but we cannot get the roll recipe down or something. I don't know what we're doing wrong.
I've tried a bunch, but I like to do it in my KitchenAid and just let it rise out and stuff. And then once punch it down and set it up, roll them and everything. I found the best, they come out the best if you put them in. I usually either turn on the toaster oven and stick them in there on warm for a little while, or turn on the oven for like a few minutes to let it start warming up, and then I put the rolls in there to rise again. Then I shut the oven off and the oven stays warm. The heat makes it rise better, and the higher and bigger they get, the better they come out, I find, because it rises up. Damn, I want some rolls now. I could just chow out on rolls and butter.
You can use that. You're thin. You can do that.
I overdo it sometimes. I don't know why. I used to be able to use those cans of soup, but I can't anymore. I have to do everything from it's hard to find the right stuff to cook with. Oh no, dogs are fighting.
I got a bunch of messages from Lips upset.
Yeah, I didn't, oh no. My neighbor's dogs are fighting, I'm sorry.
I don't mean to upset anybody. I'm just
No, I didn't either, and I tried to say that too. It's
a
just
copacetic chat, know what I mean?
Yeah, I try to make it more like an observation, and leave it at what I saw, It's just, I try to be objective about it, but.
I used to love cod when I went through a stage of eating fish. I love tuna too. And I like spicy tuna rolls. Like I eat a lot of sushi. And my husband can make me the best sushi. I like it when it's fresh and the rice is still warm. And he'll get the smoked salmon and put in it, or he'll get the the fake white fish that looks like crab. And man, that's banging. I love it.
Wow.
Make myself some
Stedman, you roll your own rolls?
Yeah, he sure does.
With the little bamboo thing?
Yeah.
Nice. Hi, Jimmy.
That makes it so easy when you have one of those.
Yeah.
Four boiled shredded chicken breasts, layer with cream of chicken and cream of celery, 2 boxes of stovetop, and bake for 45 minutes. That sounds easy. Wow, I'm going to do that too. I love comfort food like that. A good hot, hearty meal
I love anything
know?
with gravy, stews,
Mhm.
beef stew, chickens, pot pies, anything. Now I wish I prepared for something big like that, but I guess I was gonna make chili. Oh wait, I already got cordon bleus. Never mind. I forgot I made double the amount.
Jimmy says, "Hey, Sarah.
I said, "Hey, Jimmy from the bayou."
What's on my screen? I've got my layover is. I'll show it to you real quick. Well, I don't know that I can show it to you, but it's supposed to be the inside of the genie bottle from I Dream of Genie. That's what it is.
I see the crack hotel.
Oh, back here. Oh yeah, I forgot
Tucked
about
in their
that.
bed.
I
It
thought
makes
he
me
meant
laugh.
my new overlay. Okay, yeah,
Oh, right. I was see.
yeah,
That
and we
it
found
makes
this yesterday, or was it yesterday? Day before yesterday, we found this in
I love the new
Southern
additions.
Girls barn.
Oh yeah, the cow, right? And you said that was Ernie's shed. Ernie's in the shed.
Can you see?
Perfect. I like how it keeps growing.
And I'm gonna tell you, he picked these, and I laughed at him when he did, and then he washed them and cleaned them up, and now I'm jealous. She has this whole set of
Oh
copper
wow. I would have
cookery.
snagged that. I would have snagged it.
It even has a colander. Look at this. Look at
Wow.
this deep pot.
That's pretty cool, huh? Nice pine, Stedman. He's a good little picker.
He is. He is. He always sees things I don't. Look at this colander for salad.
Wow, look at that. It's so cute.
Why would they have made this?
That is cute.
It's for a little crackhead, isn't it?
That's a big crack pipe.
They have lids. They even came with lids. So
That's
he
nice.
washed them. Yeah, and this is like for if you were to go cook out and on the fire.
Oh wow, he's got the whole set.
A whole damn set. I'm like, why did someone have this first? And then, I mean, I'm wanting to try it out.
Is it Asian, like for some kind of teas, or is it a kid's set, like a fancy kids cooking set? Is
I
it?
guess it's a kid's set. It's copper.
It's got
all
everything
copper.
with it. Look at that.
Yeah, it's all copper.
I would have got it too. I would have snagged that right up.
I was like, what are you getting that for? I always say that. What do you want that for? And then he goes and washes it and brings it over here to my Barbie set. And I was like, oh, that's for me. It's
Pretty
like,
nice.
wow. I might
Nice
sit here and
find.
play with this later.
It's a good little picker.
Yeah, he is. We love that at my house. My kids are a big fan of cranberry chicken. You put cranberries in it. Yum. I had the best salad the other day, tomato and Italian cheese with just vinegar dressing. Oh, that sounds good. I love a good salad. If you ever gave a call-in shoe, it's easy to tell it better than type it and give details on how to cook.
Oh,
corn.
you mean like a call-in show? I like that idea too. I've thought of that a few times. Like there's a section on Dolly where they call in, and there's a couple other channels that do that too. It's kind of fun.
I make a delicious chicken casserole that's got mashed potatoes, cheese, cream of chicken soup, and frozen veggies. He would make me leave the veggies out unless it was just like corn. I'm watching Just Folding Laundry. Okay, I'm glad you're here. Glad you made it in. He's going to his room. Well, come on back and go with us. Only wash that by hand or it's ruined. I love copper. Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, I was like, what do you want? I would have thrown it in the dumpster. It almost went to the dumpster. And he washed it and cleaned it up. And here we are. There's May. And May's.
I look for the trays, the copper trays, and I've got a couple that have lasted me a long time that I can saw out pieces when I need a little piece of copper.
A
I just
copper
use my
tray. What is that like? What do you mean a copper tray?
like a regular tray that you put food on, for instance, like a round copper tray. I will cut
Oh.
them, cut out pieces when I need them for to solder in jewelry. I mean, I'll show you a couple examples. Maybe if I remember later, I'll send you a couple pictures of how you can recycle it.
Can you get his piece so I can show her real quick?
What?
His
The rock.
thingamabob? Yeah, the rock stone. He made this soap. Can y'all see it?
Let me shut my chat off. Oh, Ken's becoming an artisan.
Yeah, that's what drew me to him. He's an artist like me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice, Ken.
Do you like this chaotic? Do you see it? I told him to go get some black spider rings and cut off the ring part and put them in it.
Yeah,
Do
good
that
idea.
next.
Skulls.
Smells killer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here,
$4 a bar.
take it.
Okay, and then this is, let's see.
Eat your heart out, Dolly.
How am I going to do it?
Put it in your finger like that. Look, put it in your hand.
But it's this way. Stop. You're making me nervous, and I've got carpal tunnel. So there it goes across the room.
What is it? The rock. Don't worry, send me a
Mhm.
picture later, no problem. Or send me a little video shot, even like a little short video clip,
There we go.
and show it in
Can you
your
see
hands.
it?
Oh,
Can
okay,
you
that's way
see it?
smaller than I thought. Let me turn my phone sideways if you just give me a second.
It
here,
is
so I can-
small, isn't it?
I want to be able to zoom in. That's what he found, or that's just something you
Well,
have.
we had it, what do you call it?
Cut.
Faceted.
cut
It looks like
Faceted.
it looks
Yeah.
like moonstone or quartz from here. I mean, I'm trying to look.
Rose quartz.
Mhm.
Rose quartz.
Oh, that's rose quartz. It just looks too light from this. From my light, it's light, or the
It's
light
got too
that's
much
there.
light on it.
Yeah, so it has the pink tinge to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that was supposed to be the healer stone from what I
Live
remember
back
when I used to read about the stones when I was more into it. I guess that's supposed to help with
this
a
back.
broken heart. It's supposed to help with a broken heart. Rose quartz.
You got it leaning on me. Get away. Go away. Go away. Just go away.
That's
Please
that's
stop,
really
stop.
that's really cute and little. I thought it was much bigger, but I like that size. That's a good size. Was he looking for rose quartz, or just happened to find it?
It was in that big tub of where he got all that stuff. The green, they said that he found one of everything. They
That's
have
crazy.
everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
I liked seeing how it appeared that he liked enjoying the family activity. I noticed that. I picked up on that. I liked that he was so into it. I like seeing a new budding a younger kid with the interest.
yeah, definitely.
It's nice to see in this day and age, especially, that they have interest in stuff, like that.
I want a ring made of just a stone. I do too, and I wanted to have my wedding ring made out of amethyst because that's what we hunted when we first met, and we just haven't gotten around to it. 20 years later, here I sit
I know.
with a CZ on my hand.
I wanted to put a couple emeralds in mine.
Yeah.
Knock out a few of the. I wanted to actually. It sounds weird. Knock out a few of the diamonds and put emeralds in them.
I would too. That means more to you than something you go buy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would rather it be from something we hunted together than something we just bought,
Mhm.
Yeah, these recipes sound good. What else was I going to talk about? I know it's probably on my community. Have you been on my community wall today?
I can't remember what I've seen. Tell you the truth.
Okay. There was a funny picture on there I posted for everyone's humor.
That's always good.
Yes, Slappy's Chicken opened back up today, Ken.
Oh, I did see that one.
Yeah, look at their barbecue sauce, man. I can't wait to try it. And they have
Nice.
collards and macaroni and cheese with it.
I like a good sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I make it, if I don't really have any, and making it's pretty good too. It's only a few ingredients. It's nice, when it tastes good when it sits on the stove.
Did you see this?
No. What in the hell? Looks like ET from here.
I'll let you read it. Let's see, what was the other thing? Yeah, now Leslie turned us on to some channels because we were bored and it was in the middle of the night. Nobody was live. And I'll turn y'all on to it. It was Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. And there was, I shared one of the specials on sex trafficking. If y'all wanted to go watch that, it is an
Sacramento.
interview. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's an interview with someone who was trafficked, and it was really informative, and it put a whole new perspective on how this even happens.
A YouTube channel?
Yeah.
They have a YouTube channel? Wow.
Yeah, I shared it on the community wall if you want to go watch it.
Oh, okay.
And then you can sub up to it.
Yeah, I'll check that out after. Thank you. I was just like, I'm surprised. That's all. I didn't know they'd have a channel going, but that's cool.
And then I've got a lot of Letitia Staunch case there. And then also, oh yeah, my poll questions from this weekend. I know that y'all thought that was funny when I said, when you meditate, do you release stress and decompress, time travel and change timelines, fall asleep, or fart?
Or fart.
You are doing it right if you pass gas. That means that you are totally relaxed, that you're letting body function happen naturally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That you're so relaxed that you just let it fart. Just fart. Just fart, people, y'all. That's why we're pissed. We're holding all this air in. We're full of hot air.
Some are full of more than others.
That's really pretty. I have an infinity stone when I get. Oh, yeah, I read that one already. That sounds good. We read that.
I match my socks. Just saying, I can't. I have to do it. I match mine.
I do too. I do too. What's what? Oh, go look at my community wall. You'll laugh.
The thing that looked like ET.
Yeah.
I think she meant.
Oh. Wow. That is beautiful, May. You're a romantic, aren't you? I like that. Okay, here's a question that I asked on my poll, and y'all's answers made me mad.
Okay.
Let me just cover that right now.
Poll.
The question,
Okay.
the question is,
gee, I hope I participated.
God is, and these are the options, male, female, neither. Out of 48 votes, only 2% said female. I'm what? Why can't we be God? I don't get it. 52% said male and 46% said neither. Why can't God be a female?
Well, I'm actually surprised 46% said neither, to tell you the truth, because as you know, from the way you said you were raised, with church and everything, you are taught from a young age, if you're church going or in a church going family, that's male. You know what I mean? You're taught that from the start.
I agree.
You're taught that it's a male presence. And I did hear your when you were talking to Sandy Says the other day, when I was windy, so I heard all your whole discussion. It's just that I was, in the wind and the rock, so y'all got me thinking about that too when you were talking about that.
Listen to these numbers. Y'all listening? I would rather watch, and here's your options. Mama T, cam up. Southern Girl, Animals Playing. Ernie, Paranoid as all get out.
I didn't see this one. I'm pissed. I didn't get to vote.
Dolly Braggin, or BK spewing word salad.
That is hilarious. 5 options. I like that one with the more options.
Southern Girl.
Sometimes in these polls I go, okay, I'm not either of these, and I'm like looking for either a C, both
Just
A
leave
and
a
B, or
comment. Yeah, just leave a
C.
comment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get a little. I didn't see that one. What was the winning answer? Southern Girl
Yeah,
or Animals? Okay.
yeah. And the one that came in second was Ernie, watching him freak out.
I had a feeling that was gonna be it.
So wrong. Dolly Bragg was only 2%. Nobody cares. And Mama T and BK were neck and neck at 12%. 13%. Yeah. Word salad or coming up. Yeah.
You do come up with some funny polls.
You can tell what I've been doing when I write them. Here's one. Why do people continue to be fans, friends, and subs of self-admitted predators? These are the 2 options. Kindred spirit sadomasochist or disbelief. 71% said disbelief. They don't believe it.
Wow, that's pretty high. But I figured if they all,
Very
the way I'm
high.
reading some of the comments that I'm reading, that's what only thing I can think of. I just don't know why. I'm baffled by some of it,
Yeah.
Or I almost feel like some people are looking for acceptance where they can be in his higher favor, where so many people left almost, and they're just looking for acceptance to belong in that group and be in his favor. That's what I kind of feel like. Because how could they believe that, really, in their heart?
I have no idea. They just don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe it.
Right. They can't, the fairy tale, the fun, the fantasy of this. And they truly think the person maybe cares for them and this is the time to get in and be friends. I don't know.
Going back to meditating, when Rose describes changing timelines and she talks about time travel, have you ever been in a state of meditation where your memory can take you all the way back to a moment where you feel like you are there? To me, that is time travel.
Rose? Like Team Rose?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I haven't heard her talk about this.
Because I asked her, what do you mean by switching timelines? And the way it was described to me was, let's say that you're meditating and you've let everything release and you concentrate on a moment in your past. Let's just say prom night, 1986. And you think about it and you think about it and you think about it and you can hear the music. You can smell the jasmine in the spring air. You feel that bra that's too tight and sticking you in the boob, and you are there. To me, that's time travel. What do y'all think?
That's something I really thought about, to tell you the truth. I'm more like, if I'm relaxing to that point or something, I'm more just letting whatever comes to mind come to mind, whatever visions appear or something like that,
Okay, and when that happens, do you let yourself let go to the point you're in that moment? You're not in this moment, you're in that mental state of mind.
I'm kind of in between both, to tell you the truth.
And are you so relaxed that you lose bowel function, you fart?
I can't remember specifically that happening, so I don't believe so.
Yes, curiosity, mental time travel. So when they said back in the 60s, we're going to know how to time travel, we already knew because of psycho experiments in the 50s from wartime. and being in a state of semi-unconsciousness that you do on your own accord. And like I can sometimes it scares me. I can do it and be in that moment with my daughter again. But then when I come back, it's a rush and flush of pain because she's not here. And sometimes it happens to me in my sleep. Like I can be in such a deep sleep. I'm there. I can smell it. I can hear it. Everything is I'm in that state of unconsciousness or consciousness.
Mhm.
And
So you travel back to your memories.
I definitely can do that.
So you relive like memories and stuff like that back into
I
that.
have to, or I'd go batshit crazy if I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I remember being little and being in elementary school and them teaching us how to meditate. And I remember thinking just the other day how much mental time travel has gotten me through moments, where grieving moments where, or like if you're experiencing in the moment trauma or chaos going on in the room and you can just go there mentally. It's a way of, I guess, disassociation, curiosity, do you think?
Yeah, that's what I would call it.
We can actually do a lot of things such as time travel. It just takes faith. Yeah, and I think not being in control. And that is so difficult for a lot of people. Like meditating, you have to let go, or you're not in a state of meditation. You can't try to control it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that's what our ancestors meant by we'll be able to time travel. That's what I think they meant. I don't think they meant we're going to go get in a machine and drive what was that car called?
DeLorean.
A DeLorean. and skateboard on top of a van. Or is that a different movie?
6.24 gigawatts. Actually, I don't remember what it was. Something about gigawatts.
Interesting, huh?
Yes.
Is this more interesting than Mama T?
There's a time and a place for it all, right?
That's probably why some can't meditate. They cannot relax. Yes. Yet they can't quiet their mind. I couldn't until I got on the right medication, and on the right medication for several years before I could. That's the truth. Now, when I was a kid, I could do it because there was chaos going on, and I could lay back in the sun and pretend I was somewhere else in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's disassociating and getting through trauma.
Mm-hmm. Imagination helps.
Yeah. You'd like this? I think it's interesting. I think it's definitely interesting because sometimes it's like you've had a day where you need Calgon, take me away moment. Mm-hmm. Where would you go today if you had a moment in time that you could relive for the next hour? Where would you go back? I know exactly where. I've had this conversation with Rabbit before. Where would you go?
Back in my own life, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What moment would you want to relive? Mm-hmm. Watching paint dry is more interesting.
I'm not sure.
Now, see, I thought that was easy for me because I remember, I want to say it was 1985, Christmas Eve. And I picked that time because it was a good time in our economy. It was a good time as far as financially in my personal life with my father and my stepmother. And I remember that Christmas because she had bought us, all three girls, matching footy pajamas that zipped up the front and had the thing in the back, the flap in the back.
The butt flap.
Yeah, and she took our picture of us all together, and it was snowing like a mofo that year. And I remember getting to go four wheeling with my best friend after we ate and opened presents in the snow in her dad's Bronco, and that was cool. So that was like one of the funnest times of my life. Was probably 1985, and Christmas Eve was definitely a good one because we got a shit ton of toys. And when I say toys, I remember like I got a jam box. I got some CD, or they weren't CDs then, they were tapes. I remember I
Bang
got it
bang.
seems like I got Madonna, and it was the Madonna that had Borderline on it. And I got, you're gonna laugh at me, but I asked for them, Julio Iglesias greatest hits, and I got I think the Commodores, and I remember she stuffed our stocking so full, and it had one of the Lifesavers books that you open up, and it
Oh
had
yeah,
the butter rum in it. I
that
love
was
that
my
butter rum
favorite.
Lifesavers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Those were the
that
best.
that holiday sticks out in my mind, and I remember we had a roaring fireplace at this house that we were living in, and all of us were together. All of the siblings came together under the same roof, and it was pretty cool. It was a good Christmas. So,
Gang
um,
gang.
yeah, 1985 was a good year, I think, for Americans. It seemed like everybody had a credit card and everybody was living large. Mm. Fishing with my daddy. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, I've tried to go fishing, and you really have to be patient to sit there. And it's like, what do you do all day? But I do like going out on the boat and the river and lakes and to my grandmother's farm. Where would you go, Sarah?
I honestly can't think of a place I want to go back to. Is that bad? I want to go
Really?
back. I don't want to go back in that life. I can't think of
Okay.
any. No, nothing's coming to mind.
What about with your children?
I mean, I thought of that, but I mean, yeah, I'd go like Christmases with them or something younger or something, but
Hmm.
kind of similar to what you said, maybe. But it got me thinking. That's all. I think
I
I was going
always
too deep.
always go back to like my childhood because I didn't have to pay bills. And so when I talk about, happiest times in my life, that would have been when I didn't have to pay bills, right? And I
Well,
think
that's
19,
what I mean. I mean, yeah, but the way you said it, like, wasn't
well,
really happy though, because either of us didn't have a good childhood, really, right? So I don't really
that
want to go back to it.
right, that particular time it was. Mom was in a good place, and we were seeing her regularly. And my parents, my dad and my stepmom were in good financial positions, and all my siblings, like I said, were able to come together for that particular Christmas. And so all was right in the world in that moment. So
Hmm.
I guess that's why it stands out.
That's good.
Mhm. It was like in between huge traumas, there was a window of reprieve.
That's good.
Gypsy, I just blocked a fake Benny. Okay,
The gang,
thank you.
gang, bang, bang. I thought it was Marshmallow. I thought he's the one with the fake Benny account, but that's a different picture. I don't know if he changed it or not.
Yeah, that was on. That one was on Roses today. Now here's the soap again. If y'all are interested, it's $4 a bar plus shipping, and I can put my info. I'm going the wrong way with it. Info in the thingamabob here. I can ship it right out to you. I tried to keep Norwegian traditions. I lost my grandmother before I learned, and there is not much to read up to. Oh, hmm. I'm gonna start looking into Norway then. It's gorgeous, right? I'm pretty sure that y'all get like all those icebergs, right?
I would freeze to death.
Mhm. All my bones would hurt. You have arthritis
Oh
too in
yeah.
your back, don't you?
Oh, I got a lot of problems. Cold doesn't do well. I don't do well in the cold, no.
Oh yeah, okay. That is beautiful. How do I make that the whole picture?
5 o'clock.
See, let me pull up this picture for y'all. I like watching those shows where they like they're leaving America to go get a house in another country. What's that called? House hunting or something like that. House Hunters International.
I
And
haven't
you get
seen
to,
that,
oh, that is so neat. And
but I love HGTV stuff like that, if that's where it's from.
yeah, it is. So that's Norway.
Oh,
You see
very
those
nice.
mountains in the back. It is
Sugar
nice.
Pie shared a post on her Facebook page of Scotland where she's at, and it is absolute.
Oh, I'd love to go there.
Me
Scotland and
too.
Ireland, but that's a long flight. I'd be tortured.
Images. Ooh, the midnight sun. Wow. That's Norway? Midnight Sunday?
Cool. Like Alaska.
Yeah. Wow. Holy cow, let me go to that one. Phone wants to do its own thing. Let's see over the mountains back there. Come on, go to the picture. That's Norway.
Let's see. Looks very Alaska-like from here.
It
Both of those
does.
that you showed me. I mean, I got some family in Alaska. It just reminds me of that.
Have you been to Alaska?
No, nope. I always tell them I'm not going there. I'm not freezing. Well, they
Go
got
during
like,
the summer and it's beautiful.
well, then that's another thing I thought of. Like, it must be weird adapting to that lifestyle if you moved there from here or something, because you got in the summertime, it must be hard, especially for people with children. Like, there's times where it's only dark 3 hours, so you're going to bed. Everybody has to have those light darkening curtains. You're going to bed and it's light out. You know what I'm saying? Or it's good for partying if you're young.
Yeah.
Or 3 hours of and then it's dark and you only get 3 hours of light in the winter. There's a particular time like that where it's real. You wake up for work and get your kids to school and you're sending them in the darkness. I'm like, is that even safe for school buses? I start thinking of all that crap like that. It's gonna be hard to adapt. That's all. That part doesn't sound good to me. Must screw up your clock, your biological clock is what I'm saying. Sleeping and
Definitely.
everything. I think that would be stressful to me.
I went during the summertime when it was my territory, and then my daughter's father lived there for a while, and then my sister lived there for a while.
Yeah.
When I went during the summer, the there's these lakes, and then during the winter they said they freeze over and become a highway.
Wow. Yeah, the Northern Lights are in Alaska too. My sister sent me some interesting Northern Lights the other day, a couple pictures. It was in like a spiral pattern. It was kind of
Uh-huh.
interesting.
I don't understand all that. I guess I don't know much about um, astrology for the north. I don't understand that, the Northern Lights. I don't understand that.
Um, I- I've seen them before in my area, believe it or not, many years ago, and it was like some unknown phenomenon. I thought there were aliens coming and taking over or something because it was when I was pretty young. I was probably stoned or something. I don't know. And I'm like, what? we're all like, what is going on? We're being taken over, you know, because it's not around here. We don't get the Northern Lights, so I don't really know what happened or what was going on, but we had them
Yeah.
once.
Oh, we did?
Oh yeah. Oh, we did. It was like all the green and the colors, and I thought something weird was going on. I was tweaking out. I don't know what caused it to be here, but we had them once. Might have pictures somewhere. Just can't remember. Back before we had iPhones.
That's cool. ATIL says there's going to be changes on my channel. I unblocked people that was blocked. They're going to be allowed to be in my chat. To all the people that aren't blocked, you're staying blocked. So people in my chat have the freedom to chat. I apologize for any hurt I've caused, but I was protecting my people at the time. I opened and saw what was really going on. The people that did what they did are going to be held responsible for what they did. And I'm happy to say I have a whole army behind for support, thanks to the person who came and told me the truth.
Yeah, she had a good live, and it talked about that earlier. And she unblocked. She figured out the unblocking and everything, because she unblocked me yesterday, and she unblocked a few other people in the chat that requested it. But yeah, she was pretty. I think she expressed herself pretty good today
I didn't get to listen.
in her live earlier. I think it might even still be up. She often deletes them, but this one was up last I looked.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that's all right. It's all good.
Lips put a I hate you notice up about me.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see you
All
say
I'm
anything
doing
bad
is
or anything.
maintaining peace in my chat. I mean, you know, I would never go over to her channel and start mess. So,
Yeah.
you know, I can't make everybody happy all the time, you know.
No, it could be hard, yeah. You just did what you felt like you had to do.
And anybody makes anybody feel uncomfortable. What are you supposed to do, right?
And plus, I mean, you know, over time, there's a lot of people that are nice to you. It's easy to create enemies and everything. If you're constantly going around and changing your mind, it creates confusion, and people don't know you, or they think they know you, and then if you switch in, you know, back and forth, and eventually you have consequences for your actions if you're, you know, whether it's intentional or not. And I think a lot of it over time was not intentional, but then I started seeing different patterns, like, you know what I mean? You're gonna have consequences if you mess around, you know. I don't know how else to put it. People start seeing it, you know, that if you're causing trouble or whatever, what can you do?
Yeah.
It helps to really stop and think before you know, speak. And sometimes people don't do that, and that does unfortunately have consequences. And I'm actually just honest opinion, not even trying to be mean or anything.
I mean, I've done the same thing
I try to be nice to everybody.
with Rose and anyone else that's come in my live. While I'm live, don't
Yeah.
start crap.
Yeah, I have
Just
seen
don't
you do
start
that.
crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give me respect.
Yeah.
This is like my house. You know what I mean? My channel is like my house.
Yeah.
You wouldn't come here, open up my door, and just start a hootenanny, now would you?
Right. And I wouldn't picture you doing that to that person either at the same time. So it goes both ways. You know, I couldn't picture you going over there and doing that. So.
I mean, I love everybody to death. I don't mean to hurt anybody.
And I missed most of it. I just saw a bunch of things deleted right when I entered, so I was like, uh-oh, what's going on? You know, I kind of missed some of it. But.
You know, May, I'm the same way, and it's probably because of the trauma that we've been through in our life that we just don't have tolerance for BS. It's like we've done wasted part of our life on that. that ain't how I'm going to go out. You know what I mean? I'm going to be skydiving or something, not arguing on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah. It gets tiring.
It really is old. That horse has been beat to death.
That's a good way to put it.
Somebody said
Yeah.
that the other day, and I thought, that is so true. They just keep beating that horse over and over and over.
And Daisy Joe's right. I think, and I don't even know if it's intentional all the time, what Daisy's saying. Some people literally feed off drama. I feel like it can become a pattern for some, whether it's intentional or not intentional, it can happen. And it sucks when you see it happening and you're like, there's nothing you can do but try to be nice to everybody and everything. But some people are
What
going to
is it?
create their own.
What is it that she's posted here about Jody Sue that everybody's talking about?
I posted it right before I came in here only because I saw that. I forget who posted it. It came up in my feed, so I clicked on it. It's a short video. It's about 10 minutes. It's Jody Sue showing her text messages, or it looked like it could have even have been messenger messages, maybe text. Either way, there's threats made to Jody Sue, and Jody Sue has a what do you call it, order of protection against her abusive ex or whatever. And in the threats, Lips did say she was going to send it to her ex, the one that has the order of protection. So she's sending information, that Jody's, her personal stuff to him when he's the abuser.
Are you
She
talking about
called,
Ann?
yes, and she called Jody
Oh.
Sue a murderer. She said you murdered that girl, and it was a couple other things like that. Like I don't even know if she realizes all the things she said, but it's enough that Jody Sue said she was going to be calling the detective or whatever. And if she has an order of protection and you're interfering and all these things like that, there could be consequences. And it would suck to see anything happen to her too at the same time. Like she has children, I think, and I mean more than one child, I think. And it seemed to me that Jody Sue had a legit complaint that she could call in and Lips could get in trouble. So if she does, I feel bad, that she didn't stop to think what she maybe meant to even put it the way she did. But it sounded threatening to me, just reading from like I said, an outside perspective.
Okay, with that being said, what the hell does any of that have to do with Gypsy and her channel and talking about jealousy and
I don't
suspicious?
know. I just came in and saw all the stuff deleted. I don't even know
So
what she did.
I
I
don't
don't know
get
what she
it.
did. I don't know what she came in and said to you or anybody else.
It
I don't know
was
what made her
it was
mad.
another sub. They said she was antagonizing them.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to go all the way back to the beginning here, and they were all saying blocker, blocker, blocker. So I did. I mean, I trust my mods and my
Yeah, you don't hear it that
chat.
much in here. You don't hear that much in here. No, you don't
Nobody
hardly.
ever says that to me.
No, they don't. I
So
never
I
hear it
figured,
in here.
okay, right. And that now she's cussing me out all over the place. So, and
Well, that's the thing.
for the record, that is
It's like
exactly why
it's a
some
chain
people.
reaction. Yeah.
That is exactly why some people don't block her, because of what happens afterwards.
Mhm. Yeah. So it's gonna cause a spiral, like a downward spiral, like that.
Yeah, things like that really set some people off, So
And then if you keep
hopefully it
commenting like
blows
that,
over and then,
mhm,
you move on.
yeah.
After my phone is blowing up. What now? Ken? Damn.
I don't hear any buzzing on this end or anything, if that matters.
Yes, I will be.
There's been a lot of name calling, anyways, about a lot of us and everything too. So it makes it kind of awkward. There's been a lot of with the situation that's going on because she likes to hang out in Rap's channel. So there's a lot of things being said about a lot of us, where a lot of us have always been kind to her. So kind of confusing.
I'm not going to answer this right now. I got to think on that answer. You know what I mean? Erase. Erase. Let's see. Okay, Daisy. Thank you. Thank you for coming and showing support. She said I had a Going Nowhere channel. Where'd I think I was going? I have a Going Nowhere channel. Well, no shit. I have 14 people in here. No shit, Sherlock. I think I already knew that. You are kind, May.
Wait, you were just told that? Your channel? You were said that somebody said that to you?
Yeah, she did. She said I had a Going Nowhere channel.
Okay.
It's like, well, that's not news. Nobody comes. I think I've caught on to that. I really don't care though. I'm still gonna do it and hang out with my friends. And
Well, that's just a good.
if I never
good
get a
reason.
payment, I really don't care. I really don't care.
Well, that to me says you made the right choice, because if someone that was just hanging out with you and then would come and say something like that, then why did you come in here? You know? She's getting herself ostracized from everybody by these types of comments, and there won't be anyone left. So she's creating this. This is her own doing, and it's kind of crappy because she's doing it to herself by making all these comments. You know.
I'll read it to you, May. Have a good night, Curiosity at Bible study. I miss going to church with my kids. Gypsy, sorry I don't have a second account, and I only replied because it was brought to my attention. Don't know what that means. Now move on. Enjoy that Going Nowhere community. Laugh out loud.
Oh, maybe she been our whole community because she likes to hang out with So she's joined up in Rap's channel, and she never really was part of that channel that I know of. So that's what I mean about some people. I feel like are just joining his channel almost to be like a chance to belong somewhere, kind of thing. That's what I feel like with some people. Because she never was over there with us, really, that I noticed.
Thank you, Purple Rainstorm. I appreciate that.
Until all this went down.
Yeah, exactly, Curiosity. I'm a newbie. Yeah, famous last words. Thank you, May. This is all I really care about,
Well, you're not going around making everybody your enemy that was your friend, so.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a big anchor channel. To me, that would wear me out. And I don't want this hobby to turn into a job, and lately it has felt like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I've been taking breaks and watching other stuff and, making soap and going outside and doing other things, because when it starts to become a job, then you're going to get burnt out. I don't want to get burnt out quick,
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't want that. I wouldn't pay none of that any mind anyways. It's just, like I said, it looks to me like some sort of downward spiral, I guess, because I'd never seen all this much going on from that person.
I wish you had been over at Southern Girls this morning, because she and I were talking about.
I saw some of it.
She and I were talking about how she and I can spend all this time having a show, creating it and preparing it and setting it up and all that, and we still won't pull the numbers. Mama T does, and all she has to do is turn her light on. I'll never understand that.
It's the fighting. It's the fighting, and there's a lot of
But I grew up in that. I don't want to hear that. I can't imagine people pay to hear people argue.
It's the conflict. Yeah. You've
I feel
noticed
like it was dumbing me down. I feel like
all
it's
the
dumbing
channels.
me down.
all the channels where there's a conflict, there's other creators that can come on too. Whether it's a tiger or something like that, because that what's it going to be, who's going to fight to, you know what I mean, kind of thing. I feel
See what Purple says?
let me
Drama
see.
brings numbers, and that's what Lips is apparently accustomed to and enjoys. No thanks, like you say, I prefer brain food. Yeah, after like a couple of days of that, I feel like I need to go watch like Steppers
Cleanse.
where I can like
I
get
haven't seen her once.
brain food. You haven't?
How come I'm not getting hers in my feed? That's
Go
so
ring
weird.
her bell.
I swear I did. I don't know. It only picks like a limited amount on my phone that it puts at the top. I'll try again. I'll look into it. I think it's good to have both options and not be all drama. I mean, it's good for some people that want to come chill out and talk about real things. It's a great option because people do get tired of it, but at the same time, people are attracted to it. But it's good to have both because variety is good.
Let's see. Thank you, May. I appreciate that. I got so tired just from listening to it that or the barometric pressure, or I don't know, but I slept like hard yesterday. Let's see. It's because people are attracted to watching a train wreck. And what does that say about us as a people?
I mean, it seems to be true. The numbers speak.
Tiger, what do you see, Tiger May?
If you start screaming, come on with it.
There you go, Sugar Pie. It does. And it's depressing. It feels depressing because you feel like you're wasting what little time we got left here on Earth listening to garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you too, Sugar Pie. I thought for a while, I thought, did something happen to her? Is she gone? Did she quit? But yeah, good to see you. I'm seeing you around here and there now, but at first I didn't see you, and I was like, what happened to Sugar Pie?
She comes to my life.
Are you still making videos?
She just posted one about her
Are you
country.
taking a break? Oh, cool.
Showing
All right.
her country that Dad Ken
All right, I'll
said
take a
was
look.
pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take a look. There was somebody else I said I was going to take a look, but now I don't remember. I think
Look,
it was something you said you told me about.
I had thought about calling Southern Girl way back at Christmas time and
Mhm.
asking her if she wanted to do that with me. But
Yeah.
she wound up getting really mad at me, and then it didn't work.
Well,
she really did get mad at me, so it didn't work.
well, I'm glad everything's cool now. I really am. I was pretty glad for you when that all happened, It's good for both of y'all to have that behind you, I think.
Yeah. I posted one about Gypsy too, the card reading. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh,
that's
you don't say. Now look who's
Yeah.
going live after you. It just
Who?
popped up. I don't know if you have your notifications on. I didn't want to really say, but you could take a guess.
About
Figured
me?
you- No. That's not what I meant. I just meant we were talking about drama channels and one popped up in my feed. Take a
This
guess.
one? This one?
Let me see. The Barbie? Yep. Come on with it. My favorite's when you say, can you... Thank you.
Listen, she's like gonna beat somebody up from her porch and she's 50 years old. It's like, that's not going after rap. That's what Southern Girl said. She goes, how are you gonna go after rap? Just keep screaming the same thing every day, day in and out, day out.
Mm-hmm.
That's going after him. And I was like, tell it.
Yep. I believe that's what she said yesterday, yeah. Keep getting the truth out. I'm like, well, it's kind of already out. It could spread awareness, I guess, but it's already out.
I think so too, Daisy Joe. So I don't get it. All she has to do is turn on that light, and people are just throwing money at her.
Well, I have not seen any money, to tell you the truth. If they're doing it, they're doing the cash apps or something behind the scenes. I haven't seen any. I mean, the last one I saw was Yanni, that $10 that Yanni came, when there was some kind of fight going on. But that's the last one I've seen. And I don't even know if she's able to get that money yet. She's been stuck without the pin or something. Last I knew, I don't know if she ever straightened that out, which really sucks because it's almost like people threw their money away if she doesn't get it. And she had a good total sitting there, a good lump sum. I would work my butt off to get that money right now. If I had like
apparently,
over
apparently you
$1,000.
have to receive so much for them to pay you.
That just doesn't make sense. I've never heard of that.
I've got to read back through it, but I did before I went live, and it said something about to read more about meeting your threshold and
Ridiculous.
Tips on meeting your threshold, and
That's going to encourage people to just do cash apps and not even try to get monetized. I mean,
this may be why they do that. You know,
That's-
'Cause
it's
they
hard to
kinda
start
do,
out.
don't they? It's
Yeah, they
very
do anyways.
hard.
now I see why.
Yeah,
I would
and they
just
say
post-
that it's easier to get paid on other platforms.
Oh, okay. I just joined a couple of them out of curiosity to check it out, like Kick and everything. And I only joined Kick to see if MGL was live on it, to see what it looked like. And it was kind of set up like YouTube, with the screen and the comments at the bottom. And I just I
Yes.
didn't understand it fully, but
TikTok is like that too, and so is Instagram.
TikTok I've flipped through, and I can get lost in that looking at short videos, but they're all short too at the same time.
See,
Let me put my comments back on. Okay, does this total roll over? Let's say you make $30,
no,
$45.
no.
So you have
no.
to make at least $100 to get your
I think
70.
I think
Or
you have
60?
to make it within a $28 28 day
28 days,
window. So
So
every
that's-
28 days, it starts all over again.
So they steal your money. All those donations people gave you, they keep. That's rude as hell.
Well, I guess they're trying to get you to make them more
Well, that's
money. I
discouraging.
guess.
But that's discouraging. That's discouraging for people starting
Yeah,
out. And that-
but it puts it in perspective as to how much people are supporting you, though, too.
that makes them. That
They
makes
haven't
YouTube
given
money
you
though.
even $100. That's kind of how they're trying to tell you.
But that makes money for YouTube too. They're making money by you not getting money because they're keeping all your money. Even if you made that $100, they're still taking. What do they take? 40 of it. So they make more money. They're making more money by you not being monetized because then they just take all of it, and you had more than that. And now it's all.
all those
that.
cash
Oh,
apps
sorry.
I got from Salty, gone.
That is so annoying. I didn't even know this. I'm so pissed for you.
All I need is my subs to support me.
So they're really gonna keep. So they're
Stop
really
giving
keeping.
the damn money to the stupid drama channels and
So
help
they're really-
a sister out.
So they're
If
really
you
keeping
really
all that.
like it,
Oh,
Yeah, I don't understand,
That's-
Sarah.
I'm just so mad for you because I wouldn't even know if I would. It's like
Oh, Ken's mad too because he's put so much money into this.
I feel
and
like
haven't
it's
paid the
robbery.
first damn dollar. I think we've.
Oh,
made
I
a
don't blame
pizza.
you. I
think
don't
we've
blame
made
you.
We've made a Little Caesar's pizza out of the deal here.
I don't blame you. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I don't put work in like you do. With whatever I've done when I do it, and I'm completely negative myself.
And all she
because
has to do is turn on her light and her black box.
Yeah,
And
you even
I
have to
go,
pay
I
for.
go to all this trouble and nothing. I don't even get a pizza. Make this make sense.
I know. I don't get any. I don't do cash apps for my show or anything like that. I also
Be
don't
never
sit and
silent.
do the work like you.
Well,
but
I'm just gonna put it this way: if the subs I have aren't supporting me, then I need to go find organic subs in a different genre.
Mhm. There's other. Yeah, you might just have to mingle and branch out, and you could still be with what you have. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, still keep the people you
Yes,
have,
never
but
silent.
branch.
Exactly. You need a printer.
But
Yeah, that's what I'm. It's very frustrating. And Southern Girl was explaining.
Yeah, I need a printer too.
When she quit, and she wasn't saying that. The way she worded it was perfect. It's like she wasn't even breaking even, like me. I'm in the red. I'm totally in the red, and it's like it makes
Me too,
no
because
sense.
the StreamYard. I have to
If
pay for
there's-
StreamYard too, so I'm negative.
If there's not a group of subs that are interested in animals, then she needs to like organically find some,
Mhm.
and that's sort of like me, obviously I'm not going to be the hootenanny that all
Mhm.
those drama channels are. That will never be me. That ain't me.
Yeah.
And so I gotta find my niche, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Pixelate. Sorry, I
Okay,
had to
Never
get-
Silent,
yeah.
thank you. YouTube keeps removing my subs, so I'm not much help there. Why?
I don't know why they would do that, but
People
I have to
are
wait
just
to go
enchanting
live
my-
too till I get my StreamYard back on. Mine got shut down, I guess you'd say, because the payment wasn't there. Well, I
Are you
had my
serious?
well, yeah, it's done that before. It's like my vet bill was $400, and gonna have to have a surgery, so I couldn't pay for StreamYard. I just don't need to go live till I can get it back on anyway. It's all good.
You can use the free one. The
That's what
good
I tried to once, and it wouldn't let me. And I was like, "What the hell is this a trick?" Because I could like this is what I don't get. If it was the free one, I would be able to go live up to 20 hours. But the last time, it's probably because I owe them 25 right now, so they won't let you use it. I think once you get to the point where you owe them that 20, I probably would have to shut it off and then rejoin or whatever because I didn't
same
do
here,
it.
Daisy
They
Joe.
block
If
you.
it's yeah,
They won't let you
block
use it.
you. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
it's happened to
know
me
that.
before because I tried to go live and they said I couldn't, and it just clicked in my mind why. That's probably why, because I have to pay them the 25, so they kind of like trick you that way. There's probably a way around it, like if you discontinue use or whatever before the bills due, then you can probably do it. But I don't ever pay attention to that. I don't do it as much work as you do or anything, or as many lives lately.
Damn, I lost my train of thought.
Just gotta figure out a way. Actually, somebody told me a trick about StreamYard that might help you too. I guess if you what do you call it? Discontinue use, right? Like quit it, and then they're gonna send you an email and ask you to join again for 50% off. And I guess they keep that. You'll be able to, have it for half price. I'm gonna try that myself. I just always forget because they want you back. Kind of like when you join Sirius Radio and then you quit. They're like, come
Right.
back to us for $4.99 a month instead of 20.
Right.
So we might be able to get it like half price if we do that.
The good thing about being a small channel, nobody messes with me.
hmm Yeah, the
Nobody's
bigger
like,
it gets, the more you do bring in that. That's true.
so
Except for now.
and I can keep up with my chat and I can interact with my chat without being overwhelmed with so many, So
Yeah. Yep.
there's definitely pros to being a small channel, I have control.
When the chat's small, it's more, you can interact more too.
Mm-hmm.
It's more personal.
It really is.
Where sometimes when you're in some of the bigger chats, at times you feel like you're not seen.
You're not seen. You're
not.
really
You
not.
feel like you're talking to the wall, and occasionally someone might see you. You feel like, yeah, yep.
Like, take for instance, I was in Dolly's. I'm going to pick on him. He gets so inundated with chats.
Yes.
There's absolutely no way
He'll never see you.
No.
He'll never see you.
No.
So it doesn't feel like you're part of something unless you're one of the bigger people that's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of controversy at that channel right now, it sounds like. I don't know what's going on. I feel like a lot of channels are talking about his channel a lot.
Who's?
Dolly's. One of his former mods was on a channel. Oh, it might have been Rose's this morning. One of his former mods. Yeah, I think that was the name. Yep, that was one of them, and one named Skittles, because they were trying to say to be a mod there you have to pay. One person said you have to pay $100. Another person said it was $29.99. Another person said he just made her a mod and she didn't have to pay. Her name was Skittles, but there was somebody named Mel. I think that's correct. I don't know what all the controversy is lately, but.
Well, Rose said she left Dolly because of his support of the Wells.
Oh, okay. So he did change completely, and I didn't know that she was totally out of it. But she did have a couple of his mods on her panel this morning, but I had to leave because I was watching it at first. I haven't been there in a while to Rose, and it just popped up.
Me
You know,
either. I know.
I was
Me
kind of
too.
confused what was going on. I'm like, why does she have all these mods over here? What's going on? But you know,
Yeah.
sometimes her channel can be, or used to be, like when I go in there, it was kind of refreshing because you never know what she's gonna do, kind of thing.
Yeah, I used to enjoy Dolly, but like
Me too, until Constance brought out stuff.
yeah, and like you said, it got too big. It got too big, and I didn't feel,
Hmm.
you feel lost,
Like
and
your
like
shadow.
yeah, like someone like little old Jimmy in the bayou coming in his chat. He never saw that,
Yeah, he used to.
And then like I used to like White Boy Lockdown, but he supports the Wells, and that's got me
Yeah,
confused.
it confusing, I think, for a lot of people. And now there is still a lot of confusion. When this
Yeah.
channel's fighting with this channel, and he's fighting
Mhm.
with Doug's, and actually, I think he might be fighting with Nick Lena, or maybe challenged her to a fight, his wife. But
Oh
the thing
really?
is, yeah, they did. They challenged them to street beefs. White Boy challenged Nick Lena to fight his wife on street beefs. However, this whole thing was orchestrated by a troll. They thought the troll told this is the thing that kind of stinks. The troll told White Boy that he was Nicolina, and it wasn't Nicolina. So that's why
Mm.
he challenged Nicolina. He's thinking the troll is Nicolina, and the troll was Marshmallow. And I got Marshmallow to admit it in a chat. I said, "Was that you that pretended to be Nicolina?" And he goes, "Yeah, it was me." And and laughed, and said it was funny. And I said, "Well, that's kind of messed up because now they think it's Nicolina. They're challenging her to a fight." And he said, Marshmallow said, "I know, isn't it funny? Ha ha ha." I'm like, "Not really, because now they're beefing over it."
Right.
But I don't think that's funny when it creates a big fight like that, because they think,
Mm-mm.
I don't think that's funny anyway.
No. Never silent. I agree with you, and I avoid it because of the same reason I avoid Mama T. Don't come on here chasing down predators when you're feeding one and passing the mashed potatoes to one at home.
Hmm.
I have a problem with that.
I see what you're saying. Yep.
If
Yeah.
it had been disclosed up front, but it wasn't. They were both found out.
That would be a
And
different story. You're right.
I don't care that was his crime. I'll put it this way. I didn't pass the mashed potatoes with my grandpa. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people got the same outlook as you, like if they had just known up front kind of thing.
Y'all want to, you and your sister want to say, he's a good guy. No, he ain't. Let's look up the definition of a good guy.
And if you're advertising as you fight that on the channel, you know what I mean? So a lot of people go ahead and join, like, oh, this chick's cool. She fights this. I stand for that too. So yeah. Meanwhile, they're got the same address as you, for instance.
Yeah, I was talking about that the other day, about how our morals are kind of skewed here in YouTube. It's like we what are you doing, Sarah?
Is it that loud?
What are you doing?
Moving dishes with one hand? Is it really that loud? I'll stop.
Sounds
I'll
like
load
you're
it after.
beating the hell out of.
I'm trying to be. It's funny because I must have a good microphone then, because I'm gently putting a dish very slowly at a time so you couldn't hear it.
Gently my ass.
All right, okay, I won't load my dishwasher. The hell with it. That's a good reason to not do them.
Just
Thank
take
you.
them to the dumpster and then go to Dollar Tree.
Throw them away. The dishes are done. Somebody told me that once before. I thought that was hilarious. Somebody else did too. It's freaking. You're not. That's the second person that told me that trick. JLR is another one. Yeah, I've been seeing trouble with him too. Some people are like fighting with him too. Like everyone's fighting. I'm like, is something going on? I'm not into astrology or anything, or I don't. It's what I'll say is I don't know about it. But I asked somebody the other day, is there one of those retrograde things? Isn't that like something bad? Because everyone is going effing crazy.
Yeah.
And I think the person I asked looked it up and said there was one. I'm like, maybe it's true after all then.
That would explain a lot. There's
I think
definitely
it.
something with the barometric pressure. That's for damn sure.
I think it was
She
chaotic.
puts
I asked if there was a retrograde, and I think she looked it up, and it said yeah, there was. Whatever retrograde means, I just know that's when
spring at
people go
retrograde.
crazy.
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, because you probably know. Well, I don't know anything, so you know more than me.
Are we in a retrograde?
Something's going on. Every channel is fighting with every channel.
April 21st to May 14th. Yes, we are in
Okay.
a Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, I knew something because I'm like, I'm gonna start believing in astrology. There's something to this after all. When I heard
It
that,
really is, isn't it? You can really
I was
tell.
I was kind of joking about it, but you see how everyone's gone crazy.
We
At
had a
least on
mass shooting right here in my city last night. 5 people
Yeah,
shot.
that's something ain't right. Something is
They were at
not
a
right.
party. Someone needs to put me on a no gas, no printer island and send me half of it so I can get off the island. And then I have gas and a printer. You know, when we tried to do the
I second the
Barbie
printer.
hotel, nobody came.
Well,
So,
actually, I feel like I think your views doubled. I think there was interest, and if it became a pattern, more and more people would have known about it. But at the same time, didn't it make some people mad? So you can't win.
yeah.
You can't win. But that's the thing. To get those controversy drama views, that would have been what it was. There's going to be a
But
backlash
now
for it.
people that frequent the stand are over in Mama T's chat. So it's like I can't make fun of
There are a
them.
couple there. There's a couple, yeah.
I can't troll her now.
It might be. Well, you just need another account. There's a couple in there. There's a couple trolls in
No,
there.
I mean with the Barbie, I can't. Who am I going to do
Oh, I
it?
see what you're saying. Yeah.
The whole thing was built around that.
Yeah. It's alright. It was funny. It was funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's too bad YouTube stole the money. Oh wait, you got some Cash Apps, didn't you? You got a couple stickers,
No,
but
I never got a dime.
No,
they sent
Cash
it to me
Apps for the
directly.
votes.
Yeah.
For the
When
votes.
they
For
sent
the votes.
Yeah, when they sent me the Cash App, yeah, but super stickers, yeah, YouTube kept.
Yeah.
Until I had $100 threshold.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so.
I'm pissed for everyone.
So they want you to make at least $100 a month, or they're not going to pay you.
So you have to really work a lot on the channel if you want to get somewhere, and that includes pimping out your channel, I guess. Well, branching out, advertising, going to other places that you normally wouldn't go in. You know, I see occasionally, I see people that seem like they're doing that I've never heard of. Once in a while, I kind of pay attention to that kind of thing. Like, oh, this is my channel. I have a channel about this. You'll see it every now and then in other channels. Oh, I'm just checking out your channel. Here's my channel, kind of thing. Like going around to other channels, seeing if you can tell them about it.
That is, you can't drop a link unless you're.
That's the problem, unless you get friendly with a couple people and ask them.
That would be great if you could drop your damn link, but you can't.
Right. You only in the chats. You can go around. You can go around and
mods us. All hell breaks loose. Oh no, you can't be modded somewhere else.
Unless you come upon a friendly channel and ask if they can share it for you. Tell them what kind of channel. You will find that occasionally, but you also can go into comment section and drop your link because I noticed that you can write anything and put links in there. It's just after the show, and that could be work, but people do go into comments and read them, and they might click on it. For the amount of people that click on it, it could build slowly. It depends on how much time you have,
And
you could drop your link everywhere.
You remember when we were modding for Kel's Bells, and we were in the live where all hell broke loose, and everybody said, "You're a mod for her," and it was like,
I don't think I was there.
God,
I don't think I was there. I feel like I heard about this secondhand.
I wasn't there either, and
I don't remember what happened.
We both unmodded and shared the same post, I think.
Yeah, and only right.
But my point is, you have to be a mod to drop your link to grow your channel. But certain people don't want you to be modded other places.
Mhm.
which hurts growing your channel.
That's the only one that I recall that happening, and only because there was, in the beginning when she was upset, there was some naturally her own feelings came out, which turned into a bashing, which we don't want to be in the middle of well, at least I think both of us don't want to be in the middle of bashing because that would be a little awkward. However, I can say hi and I still get along with people in other chats and stuff that other people might not be friends with because I feel like if they didn't do anything to me, I'm still going to say hi to them and be friendly with them. You know what I mean? I just won't
Mhm.
join in on the bash sessions, but I still am going to be friendly and not
That is
disrupt
exactly
people.
my point. I think that we should be able to mod wherever the hell we want to
Hmm.
because you handle yourself professionally and
Yeah.
you don't
Some
white
people
knight
don't.
while you're modding.
Right, right, right.
I don't know how else to say
It
that,
all comes to
but
it all comes down to maybe if you had conversations with the people or private conversations. Hey, I'd like to do this. I mean, it depends on your approach too. You could also go to the person and say, I'd like to do this. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? It's all in presentation. If you wanted to, if you thought it was going to be a problem, you might be able to talk to that person and tell them your reasons why. You know, I see no problem with bringing the conversation up privately and seeing what they say. You know, never know, but. You also have to think, is it worth it? Do you want to be stuck in the middle of it? You're going to hear the comments, you know, is it worth it for you? Is it going to be stressful? Blah, blah, blah.
it grows your
Consider,
channel every time you're
yeah,
able to drop a link.
right.
You don't have to be active in the white knighting. You can just be a mod, you
Yeah, I see
know?
yeah, I see what you're saying. Each
Arkansas
situation, it's,
explained it perfect about a year ago when people asked her, "How do you mod for Dolly?" Blah, 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 blah. She goes, "I don't have to support him to mod for him." And she went
uh-huh.
on to say that she's a professional modder and she is, professional in the way that I mean, she handles herself with, proper
Yeah,
decorum.
yeah,
And
right.
and she doesn't, get in on the hoorah rah of it all. She's
Nope,
just there
nope, not to the
to
craziest.
maintain
No.
civility in a chat.
Hmm.
And I think that, if you trust your mods, you should be able to feel like they can do that.
Yeah,
But there we
it's
go with
such,
the name of my show today, Suspicious Mods.
it's
Because
situational.
yeah.
Because each person is not going to be the same as the other with it too. And not everyone's probably, I don't know. I think it's situational based. Every situation's different. Each person's different. Let's see. Oh wow, 548.
I
I don't
understand,
blame you.
May.
I don't blame you. It gets confusing, doesn't it, May?
Yeah, I like to joke around and pick. I don't like to be all the time. That's not good for
Mm-mm.
your nervous system.
No.
I don't know that I'm ever like that anymore now that I'm on the proper meds.
Hmm. I mean, hell, it took long enough to find those proper meds, right?
Oh my
Like you
gosh, I had
said.
to kiss a lot
So
of
hey.
frogs.
So hey.
I had, yeah. Let's see if, where did it go? I wanted to see if you were right. Let's see if everybody's over there.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say when you're done, I'll probably go over and see. Come on with it, like you're
She's got
saying.
she's got 50 in chat, but none of them are our people.
Oh, only 50.
Hmm.
There must be an. Oh, you know what? What time is it? There's another chat going on right now that was scheduled, and there's probably a lot of the people that might have been watching the bushes. I guarantee are at that chat. I happen to notice that, for instance,
Who?
I'll just say it. For instance, Nicolina had a scheduled live that popped up this morning early at 5 o'clock. So they're probably going over something, which is attracting a lot of the people that might be at Mama T's watching. That's just a guess. I'm sweeping up coffee beans. Tell me if it's loud. I dropped coffee beans on the floor.
See if
I'm guessing that's probably why some of those watchers are over there.
Oh yeah, she's got
But
300 over there, 284.
yeah,
That's
because
where
she
everybody is.
usually, yep, because a lot of her people are usually watching in the bushes or over there or, interjecting things here and there. That's what I noticed anyway. Well, yeah, they're over there then.
And those are drama channels.
Yeah, she might be doing a special. I can't remember what hers is on. I don't even know.
I don't watch her. I'll go
I don't
watch
wa-
the
I
rest
don't
of the
watch her.
trial.
I don't watch her per se, but she might be doing a no offense to if she's listening, she might be doing a lips one. I don't know.
Yes, May. My son is on a medication for it. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and head off and go figure out what we're going to have for dinner. 3 hours is long enough for YouTube to make their money off me. Just kidding. My son smokes weed and feels it helps. Oh, I didn't realize sugar pie.
Well,
Oh, wow.
mine would fall over because he has balance issues. But his every autism's different, and my son has severe autism, so him getting high ain't gonna be good. He can't barely even. He don't even know how to tell me if he has a body pain or something. You know what I mean? I have to
Oh.
dig. The basic thing, like I have a toothache or anything like that, is trapped inside of him, and I hate that for him. You know what I mean? So I couldn't do something like that. That's not an option. Same with treating for the seizure disorder. If you have a severe history of epilepsy, a lot of the medications people will say to do that. Well, I can't get somebody high that can't even climb 3 steps without falling, without me holding onto him out of my house. You know what I mean? We've had enough falls, just me and him, me trying to hold him because he's double my size.
So what
So
are you going to do as you age and get weaker?
I don't know. These are the things you and I both think of probably every day that
What
consume
about
us.
a walker? Does he do well with a walker?
No, I probably should get a better railing system. That's one idea that I have, and really train him to really hold that, to feel secure that he's not going to fall. Part of it's a balance problem, like knowing where his body is in space. I don't know if it's the vestibular function or there's also when he's just got a history of severe hypotonia too, which is a low muscle tone, so he's floppy, and it probably takes him a lot more effort to just walk a certain distance than it would you or I, because the muscles are, I don't know. That's how he was born, with the muscle tone issue. So
That's common. Kratom helps with a lot of those things. Yeah, I agree with that. Daisy Joe is like a go-to person on that.
for what?
Kratom.
I know, but what is she saying for?
She uses
What are they?
kratom for pain.
Oh, for that, I thought it was for autism. Like, no, that probably wouldn't work for me. I thought that's why I wanted clarification on that one.
I just assumed we were
I'm
talking
too
about
scared of that
our
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too scared of it because of what I've read of people getting addicted to it and having withdrawals. And some people it works great. That's great, and I know that it sounds a really great drug for me, in terms of what I read of people getting off opiates and other drugs like heroin and stuff. If that works for you, great. But I wouldn't want to suggest something to just get hooked on for nothing. You know what I mean? And plus, I fear I fear the government, people getting used to it, so I wouldn't want to promote it. And the government's going to come in and take it, because before they started putting it on the shelves, I was already hearing that they were trying to ban it because they're not making money off of it, like Big Pharma. They're not making money off of it if we're just buying it at the corner store, which it's at my corner store right now, which I think is kind of weird after all these years. I asked them.
To tell which one you should even try.
Yeah, and there's like 3 different bottles, I think, 3 different colors, and I know you have to kind of experiment.
Right.
And only thing I know is I've been told not to smell it because it smells like literal poop. And some people just put it in the capsules. You can get the capsule maker.
It looks like coffee.
Yeah, I've just been warned not to sniff it. If you ever, how you open bottles sometimes and sniff them, don't sniff it. Plug your nose when you swallow it if you try it. That's what I've heard. I don't have experience. It's just what I read.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day, and
come on with it.
Let's go cook dinner, and Sarah's gonna go watch a Hootenanny. You tell us
I'm
all
gonna.
about it.
I might do a little peek while I'm cooking. I might, with my dishes, because I
Okay.
don't, we'll see what happens. We'll see where I end up.
Okay. All right. We'll see you later. I'm sure I'll see you on the streets later.
I'll see you all around too.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm